What's up? What's up? What's up? What up? What up? What up? I God. So we met at previous job. I want to say 2010, 2011. I probably that long. We were employed at the same time. That's true. That's true. And then I think we only worked together for a few years, and then one of the few people that I keep in touch with, honestly, from those days. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. We went to the California Extreme, which I think they still is still going on. With I assume now. I honestly I haven't looked it up. What's funny is because it's in the middle of July in like Santa Clara, so it's just kind of out of the way. But it's such a cool event. I need to go. I need to look into it, see what's going on. Oh, my audio. Something happened. Like, I guess my. But then did my little like guy go away? My little me? I don't know. Yeah, yeah, and the theme varies. But I do kind of like thinking about if not current politics and events, but also just like the time of year, if it's a good vibe. This is a really really good selection. So I mean, honestly, there's so much to talk about in this movie itself. Well, if you want to go all the way back, based on a Greek myth, you know, guessing. Do I need to? Oh, hold on. I think do I need to redo this? Okay. Wait. How do I do this? I'm sorry. So am I going to? Is this in the video? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Remote screen share. There we go. There we go. Oh, the app closed. That's why. There we go. Okay. Am I back? Yeah. Hold on. You're the one with the hacker experience. Yeah. Well, you're more than I am. I mean, I think I did everything I normally do. Yeah. 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 Oh yeah. Because are you able to see like how many people are currently not tuned into us? Ba, ba. No. And then yeah, because the video, do you need the URL again? Maybe that's changed? All right, let me send you that because I kind of ended a new thing. All right, I'm sending you a direct message. On the general thing, doing it right now. Sorry, took me a sec. Hey, I just had to go take a shit. I was like, yeah, where else are you gonna do it? Because like, all right, we'll get into it as we start, but like, what do you think the sanitation was like? Well, because the movie is from 1938, but I feel like do you think it's contemporary to that year? Because the production, all the like the movie and the production of My Fair Lady, you get the sense that it's more like, I don't know, automobiles are just barely becoming a thing. That's the kind of the time period. Is that like Edwardian? Is that the period we're thinking of? I guess. I just when I'm just I just sometimes when you watch movies that are set in the 30s that were made in the 30s, but that's set in the 30s, it still kind of feels like you're still living half in the 1800s, just because technology is so terrible. Yeah, I didn't. Next time I'll focus on some snacks. I didn't even think about snacks. Oh my God, what brand are they? The trolley? Are they the trolley? Yeah. Hey, watch. I think that will be the day. Is that you say one thing, and then in 2 weeks, a year's supply of trolley will just appear at your doorstep. I got a hot dog too. I stopped by Shake Shack before I connected. They got good hot dogs. Have you tried their hot dogs? Yeah, I mean, their hot dog is just a simple, um, I hate the word wiener, but it's like a simple hot dog link in a bun. So you're not getting like Chicago style with the pickle and everything. Or you can't add sour. There's no sour cherry vanilla hot dog. What is that? Oh, all I know is I am not. I know this is the first time we're doing this. Can I start out hot? Can I come in hot? I am not going to allow an entire city to tell me how to enjoy my fucking hot dog. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say about Chicago. That's all I'm gonna say about Chicago. Wait, what's the beef sandwich? Oh, you know what? No, sorry. Ah, Oh, like an au jus?
like an au jus, but it's more of like a savory, like Italian beef, right? So then they so it's got like probably more like well, maybe put a more garlicky, but then they also will put the hot peppers on it or sweet peppers, the giardiniera, and then eat it with cheese, or you can also just get the cup of the au jus yourself,
Oh, they're like that. Oh, ooh, that sounds good.
in there. It's like honestly,
Mm.
Chicago has good hot dogs, and it's mostly not even just what they put on it. They're just they're in the Midwest and they have the the sausage
Well,
capitals.
they have the meat. They got the meat.
They got the meats, but the beef is where it's at. The Italian beef. But yeah, that's like kind of
Yeah,
my
yeah.
story for the Bantam.
I just I enjoy ketchup on my hot dog.
Ketchup and
That's
mustard.
all
I'm
I
a
just, you know.
mustard guy. Yeah, yellow
Yeah.
mustard. I like a little brown mustard. Some Gouldens.
You put, are you do you do sauerkraut, onions, all that stuff?
No, I don't like sauerkraut.
Oh yeah, because you don't care for like the bitter pickled things.
Yeah, I don't like bitter. Yeah, oh, you good memory. Yeah, I don't like bitter things. I'll put peppers on there. I'm not big on olives. I've had olives on a hot dog that were okay before, but usually it's just black olives, which are like whatever. What else goes on a hot dog? Chili
Chili
dog.
dog.
I mean, I love a chili dog. I grew up with
Hold on,
chili
hold on.
dogs.
Did you have the I forget what brand it was, but it was like an Oscar Mayer weenie with like injected with cheese or chili. Did you ever have that?
I've had ham and cheese loaf. I've not had the
Oh yeah,
chili
yeah, yeah, that. No,
cheese dog
but it was like,
before, I think.
do you know what I'm talking about? Do you remember those? Do you know what I'm talking about?
With a
It was
chili
like,
hot dog? That is some
yeah,
advanced technology.
uh, this was the 90s, so I don't know how advanced it was, but it was like an Oscar Mayer weenie with cheese, or I want to say wiener or cheese or chili. Hold on, Oscar Mayer.
I like them that have the cheese chunks inside, like they do with the ham. But if they injected ham and I'm sorry, if they ham would be extra. If they injected chili and cheese into a hot dog in the 90s, so you're telling me there's a period of time in humans technology where we didn't have that ability and then suddenly we do? I'm kind of favoring the aliens visiting Earth
Yeah, they're
hypothesis.
chili cheese stuffed dog, like chili cheese stuffed.
This is I gotta look this up too. Hold on.
And
Chili
there's
cheese.
jalapeno cheddar.
Is it Oscar? You're saying Oscar Mayer
Um,
monstrosity?
it's Oscar Mayer brand. Yeah, again, people. I know everyone's listening, not sponsored.
Well, I don't know if this is a recommendation or not.
No, no.
There's a lot of things I
But
like.
I feel like this was a lot. Yeah,
You were oh my
from the as a
gosh.
kid.
Chili
Oh,
cheese.
Frankenstuffs.
See, I remember the ones where they're just filled with cheese, but these are chili
Oh, all right.
cheese.
So they were not Oscar Mayer brand. They were Hormel.
Okay.
But I'm watching a commercial from 1986. So it's like it was Hormel,
Put the
and then
commercial
they
in the chat.
had.
We have that technology. If you want to send me the link, we can play it.
Can I text it to you? I have it on. All right.
What do you mean? I'll find it in the
Shit.
oh, let me see this weird ass commercial. It's not what I'm eating.
It's
I'm
creepy.
eating a regular hot dog right now.
Uh,
But yeah, this is really cool. We can go to the sound too.
this will be like the coming attractions. You know, like let's all go to the lobby.
Chili cheese stuffed hot dog.
Yeah, you know what? I used to work at a movie theater. I've worked at several, couple of movie theaters, different ones. But my very first one, I don't mind calling it out. It's a piece of shit now, but it was in Chatsworth, the Winnetka 21 screen. It was I think it's Pacific Theaters. I don't know if it changed branding now, but we sold Pink's hot dogs. Pink's is a
Pink like the color?
well, Pink's So Pink's is a legendary Los Angeles hot doggery, and they I guess that's what we sold were Pink's hot dogs. Kind of like, I mean, if you imagine like Nathan's hot dogs, like a brand, like a famous brand, it was just kind of like that, Pink's hot dogs. But we also sold chili cheese to go with the hot dogs, and I mean the smell of opening up a hot dog steamer. Just like, have you ever gone a face of hot dog? You know, like hot dog water.
I mean,
You know that smell,
am aware of hot dog water. You're asking if I had some or if I've
but
drank
like
it?
in no, like but like it just, you know, that smell, hot dog water.
The answer to all the questions is yes.
Okay, imagine that in steam form. Not not pleasant, not pleasant, not pleasant. So you got this queued up? I mean, this is like the terrible things that you feed your children when you're in the 80s, 80s and 90s. Like before when we misunderstood nutrition of the food pyramid and you know, junk food everywhere. Did your family have feed you? Oh yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Reveal my greatest invention. I tunneled deep into juicy Hormel Franks and stuffed them so with rich Hormel chili.
What do you call them, master?
What else? But Frankenstein.
This is the quickest way to clear out stuck poop.
I have to poop, but it feels stuck. Stop! Are you trying to kill us?
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, I remember Homel. I mean, I was never. I feel like we had. I feel like we had those microwavable cups. Like I don't know if you remember, like the Chef Boyardee microwave things. Like they had a little plastic lid with a couple holes in it that you microwave, and it kind of like bounces in your microwave or whatever. We had that, and I think Hormel must have had a chili version of that because I'm having memory trigger of eating that shit as a kid. But my primary memory is Chef Boyardee, like ravioli, or I mean, what- well, I mean, the ravioli is one I remember, or the beefaroni. You fuck with beefaroni? Oh yeah, 100%. I remember. So when I was a kid, my mom would make a shake and bake, and then when I helped. I probably did because it was fun just shaking a balloon of seasoning and meat, like or pork chops or chicken, like all a chicken bake. But when I became an adult and I started shopping for myself and everything, like early, I was like, oh, shake and bake, that's something that you cook because that's sort of my memory hole. And I did it, and it was so one salty, but it was just not good, and or like Hamburger Helper, gross. Um, Even like ragu or Prego pizza, but like marinara sauce. There's so much sugar in that shit. It's nasty, nasty. Yeah. Ugh. It's so gross. Putting things in your mouth. I was at watching a movie one time, and I swear to God, the people behind me were eating ribs. That's all I have to say. It was so gross. Ugh, nasty. But I mean, when it's behind you and ugh. Wait, well, because you're already paying that surcharge anyway, and then plus you're paying the delivery fee, plus like that bullshit service fee that they do, and then you also, if you're nice, you tip the delivery person, you know. So I mean, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, the three to me that's like the ultimate convenience fee, you know. But then, only thing I would probably want to order from a movie theater would be their popcorn. Although, like, I never think about. Although you could just, I guess, you can just walk into a movie theater and buy popcorn for them. But I guess the whole point of getting it delivered is because that's an inconvenience. So I guess maybe not that. Oh, yeah. Well, it's starring Leslie Howard. Oh, so no, Leslie Howard did direct this, but is also is Henry Higgins. Henry Higgins. Don't just you white and Higgins, just you white. So there's gonna be a lot of there's gonna be a lot of My Fair Lady references because as we all should know, the story of Pygmalion. Are you able to click the screen bigger, or weren't you that one the VLC screen? Okay. Let me see. Oh shit. How do just really quick, how do I make my screen bigger? Yeah. Because what I'm seeing is like the computer program on all that. I'm not seeing it bigger than that. Oh, cool. Got it. Thank you. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I guess he started billing himself as George at some point. Here he's just straight Bernard. I don't know why I guess he added the George Bernard. Wait, which was that? Which was Bernard? Oh, Bob Hoss, not Bob Newhart, Bob Newhart. Oh, so George Bernard Shaw insisted to be just Bernard Shaw, but we all know him as George. Sure, we know. I know. Oh, all right. Look, film editor David Lean. That is the David Lean. So, I guess so. David Lean. He got to start editing movies, and this is one of his very first movies that he worked on. David O'Lean. No, David Lean. David Lean, the director of Lawrence of Arabia. really hard to direct a movie you're acting in, although it's been done ever since the beginning. You know, let's say it was Charlie Chaplin. But this whole bit, I love this. The ambassadress, ambassadress. That's such a crazy ass word. A lady. How's it go? Sarcastic bystander. So like yeah, here we go. I don't know. The Lake Galatea. I've always heard it as Galatea. Well, so the idea being here that Henry Higgins is so concerned about the way that people have, in his mind, ruined the English language by their speech or whatever. So he's like walking around documenting the words and speech patterns. Like it just seems like such like a wild motivation, you know? Like he's got nothing better to do. Yeah. I mean, there's that, but he's doing this because he thinks that people are saying things wrong. Yeah.
Tarantula in one last week.
What a tulip!
Hey,
Tarantula.
one thing that I
like
kind of
spider.
appreciate watching movies from
Well, what does he
this
do
is
with his
almost
mouth?
100 years old.
It's
It's
the
a
bananas, you mouth.
almost 90-year-old movie, right? 87 years.
Looks like rain.
That by this
it's
point,
stormy, ain't it?
1938, we had already established a frame shot. We already established extreme close-up. We already established. Oh yeah, like we. Or even like using musical overlays or using. Later we get a fun like audio montage. You know, so like it's so many basics of filmmaking on a technical standpoint.
There's not a taxi
We
to
had
be had
already
for love or
established
money.
that.
You haven't tried at all. Oh, you really are helpless, Freddie.
I mean,
Go
like the
again and
narrative
don't come
movie,
back
like
until you have
I know
found
that
one.
Simply get so
the early movies were being from the 1800s. It was like, oh my god, a train's going to come through that wall and hit us. You know? And then now we're getting,
Look where you're going there.
as far as like,
Oh, my varlets,
I mean,
in the mud.
you hate to say it, the first narrative, full-length narrative movie was Birth of a Nation. You know, so by that point, we had already kind of settled on a lot of filmmaking standards.
How do you know that my son's name is Freddie?
Oh, he's your son, is he? Well, if you'd done your duty by him as a mother should, he'd know better than to spoil a poor girl's flowers and run away without paying.
Well, here's a sixpence for you.
Oh. Thank you kindly, lady.
Now will you tell me how you know the young man's name? I don't. But I heard you call him Freddie. Now don't you try and deceive me.
Yeah, who's trying to deceive you? I called him Freddie or Charlie. Same as you might yourself if you was talking to a stranger and wished to be pleasant.
Come along, Mother. Sixpence
Well,
thrown away.
so I guess so it depends on So this kind of depends on what production you
Oh,
see.
cheers up,
But there are
Captain.
some
If it's raining
productions
worse,
that
the
end
sun is
with
nearly over.
Eliza and
Come on,
Henry
buy a flower
kissing,
for poor
if that,
Gil.
like
I'm
almost
sorry, I
as
haven't
if they
any
fall in
change.
love.
Go on,
This
Captain. I
one,
can change you half a
this
crown.
does not do that.
There's a good girl. I haven't any change, really. Here's
The
something
movie
to
does
let you
that.
use.
The current production that I saw of My Fair Lady a few years ago did not do that. What I kind of So what I appreciate in this, it's pretty
But I
firm in
ain't done
this.
nothing for my
Eliza's really
speaking as a
good at
gentleman.
standing up for
I'm a good
herself.
girl, I am self-made. What's your in
That's
about?
something
Well, I
that
never
I
spoke to
feel
him
is
except to
a
ask him
bit
to buy a flower
stronger
off
in
me.
the
What's a good
musical.
fussy?
Maybe it's
What's
just
the
because
row?
by the nature of the songs, you
taking
get a
it
lot of
down.
interiority
Came
from the characters. So I think it just sort of like it's
What do you want to take down what I said
her,
for?
especially toward the end,
You just
like
show me
the
what
way
you wrote.
he really has
How
a
do
big
I know if you
falling out
took
with
me
Henry
down right?
Higgins, and they have a big confrontation. It's pretty
That
impressive
ain't
seeing
proper
it.
writing. I can't read that.
I mean,
Cheer up, Captain. And buy a
she thinks
flower
he's a
off
cop.
poor girl.
Oh, it's because I called him Captain.
Why not?
Oh, but I meant no harm. Oh, sir. Oh, don't let him charge me. Oh, you don't know what it means to me. They'll take away my character and they'll drive me on the streets.
Well, I mean, all her life,
Charge, I make no
all her
charge.
life, she's had to
Really,
walk
sir, you
that
needn't start
line,
protecting me from
of
molestation until I
knowing
ask you. Anyone can
knowing
see
that
the girl
she's
meant no harm.
considered by these people to be common. She's definitely in poverty class.
What harm did she do? Don't be ridiculous. Who's hurting you, you silly girl? What do you take me for?
Which one,
It's
Pickering?
all right. He ain't a copper. He's a gentleman. Look at his boots.
He does. I mean,
busybody,
he defends her, but
And how are all your people down in Chelsea?
he defends
How
her
do you come
to a
to be so
point.
far east?
He
You were born in
doesn't
Lisbon
like
Grove.
Oh, what
stop
would Thomas
Henry
and my
Higgins
leaving
from
this
doing
little crowd?
anything. If
It wasn't
anything,
fit for a pig to
his
live in, and I had to
gentleness,
pay
his
for him
genteelness
6 away.
is what convinces
Live where
Eliza
you
to
like,
go
but for heaven's
along
sake,
with
stop
Henry
making that
Higgins.
noise.
Come, no one's going to harm you. You've a perfect right to live where you please.
Parkland, for instance.
I'm a good girl, I am.
Here, do you know where I come from?
Hoxton.
Well, who said
I mean, this is a
didn't?
cool trick, though.
Blimey, you know everything, you do.
Where's your warrant?
Yeah. Although now,
Yes, tell him where he
I
comes
don't know,
from
like,
if you want to go fortune
the way
telling.
that people keep moving around a lot, it's kind of hard. No one stays in one place long enough to
Cheltenham,
have a single,
Harrow, Cambridge,
accent. Although this is kind of what he's
India.
doing. Like, you've lived in all these places because you talk like this.
He's no gentleman, he ain't to interfere with a poor
Well,
girl.
the way he said that,
Really be doing, I should
that
get pneumonia if I
line
stay in
reading was
this
so
draft any
funny
longer.
that quite right. Like it's like
Will you
yes,
please
I
keep
do
on
have the
patting
Queen of
his mask
Spades.
yourself?
Quite right.
Did I say that out loud? I'm so sorry. Your mother's Epsom, unmistakably.
Oh, how very curious. You know, I was brought up in Large Lady Park near Epsom.
That's a devil of a name, isn't it? Oh, excuse me.
Oh, right here. Wait, right
Are you
here.
looking for a cab?
Don't you
This
dare to
line,
speak to
right
me.
here.
Oh, please, Clara. Yes,
you
we
can't
should be
speak
so
to me.
grateful to
I-
you if you could find us a cab.
I don't know whether you've noticed it, but it
I like
stopped
that she does
raining.
not like him.
Oh, so it has. Clara, we'll walk to a bus.
A cab.
Oh, Tarzan.
I can tell where you come from.
Oh,
Can Annual Insane Asylum.
But you asked about
Insane.
Oh,
the
thank
differences
you,
between
Tito.
the musical and this.
May I
So
ask,
some of
sir,
a lot of
do
the
you do this for a
dialogue
living in a
is
music hall?
basically
Well, I have thought of
copy
doing
paste
so. Perhaps I
from
shall
this
someday. And how on
into
earth do
the
you
My
do it?
Fair Lady
Simply
stage
phonetics.
show.
The science of speech. That's my
Um,
profession.
Is it?
Yes, it's also my hobby.
And
You see, you
the
can
things
spot a
kind of
Yorkshireman or an
happen. A
Irishman
lot
by
of
his
the
brogue.
plotting is
But I can place
the
any man within
same.
6 miles. I
Um,
can place it within 2 miles in
the
London.
character of
Sometimes,
his
as in the case of this
mother.
girl, within 2 streets.
I need to kind of rewatch. In rewatching this right now, I'd have to kind of.
Let him
I'll,
mind his own
once she comes
business
in,
and leave a
I
poor
should be able
girl
to
alone
think about
there.
how the
Woman,
difference
cease
is
this
there because
detestable
she's
boohooing instantly.
the mother
I want to be
character
if I
in the
like.
musical
Same as you.
A woman
is
who
a
utters such
big
depressing and
advocate
disgusting
for
sounds has no
Eliza.
right to be
That
anywhere.
she, she
Remember
goes
that
like.
you're a human being
There's
with
even
a
a conversation
soul,
that she has
the
with her,
divine
but she's
gift of
like, "Wait,
articulate
you mean
speech,
that you
and
did
that
all
your
this and
language
you
is
did
the
all this
language of
and you
Milton,
did all this and
Shakespeare,
you
the
didn't even
Bible.
thank you?"
Don't sit there crooning like a bilious pigeon.
Oh.
But these insults that he
Heavens,
gives,
what a
where he calls her a
sound.
squashed
You
cabbage
see this
leaf,
creature with her
it's
curbs
so
tone English,
funny.
the English that will keep her
Like-
in the gutter for the rest of her days.
Master, in 3 months I
also
could
just
pass
have
her
to
off as a
establish
duchess
that
at an
Henry
ambassador's
Higgins is
reception. Yes, I could even get her a job as a
internalized
lady's maid or a shop
homophobia.
assistant, which requires
It
better
is.
English.
You mean
Oh
you
my
could
God!
make me?
It
Yes,
is.
you squashed cabbage leaf. You disgrace to the noble architecture of these columns. You incarnate insult to the English language.
He wants to
I can
control
pass you
her.
off
You
as
know,
the
his
Queen of Sheep.
his whole. No, I mean it's a toxic relationship. You know.
You don't believe that, do you, Captain?
Well, everything is possible. I myself am a student of Indian dialects.
Are you?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of Colonel Pickering, the author of Spoken Sanskrit?
I am Colonel Pickering.
No.
Yes. Who are you?
Henry Higgins.
No.
Yes, the author of Higgins' Universal Alphabet.
You know, I came all the way from India to meet you.
And I was just going all the way to India to meet you. Where are you staying?
Carlton.
No, you're not. You're staying at 27A
Well-
Wimpole Street. Come on.
No, well, it's important to his motivations, I think.
Logic.
But
Liar, you just said you could change
the-
half a crown.
You ought to be stuffed with nails, you ought. Here, take the old
yeah, not
blooming
at first. I mean,
basket for
I think.
sixpence.
So I think here what I'm doing is establishing my thoughts from parts of the musical into his character that I'm seeing here. So maybe that's sort of a disservice, you know. Like because I saw the stage show. I've seen the movie musical well before I saw this. So I'm kind of bringing that in. So I guess I have to check myself, but. Yeah.
Oh, excuse me, have you seen those two ladies who were here just now?
Oh, they went
I mean,
to
I
the
think he's
mass when the
definitely.
rain
I
stopped.
could also
And
see
left
an
me with a
argument
cab
that
on
he's
my
sort of
hands,
on some
so-
sort of spectrum.
Never
You know,
mind,
just
young
sort of like
man. I'm
not
going over the
knowing,
tax
not
lane.
knowing, or the hyper focused nature. You
18
know,
pence ain't
but
no object to me, Charlie.
but in the musical, there are a couple of songs that Henry Higgins sings that I'm just sort of like, wow, you are suppressing a lot of emotions right now, dude. You know, like there's a song about, you know, I'm an ordinary man is the song, where the lines are like, you know, a woman will just bore you with her talk about love, and a woman will just do this if you let a woman into your life, like really fearing female companionship, right? Or not so much fearing, but despising it. And then there's another song, it might be the same song, but there's another song about like, oh my God, what is it? It's like, why can't a woman be more like a man? You know, and just musing on. Oh, yeah.
As you see, my dear Pick, the human ear is a perfect recording and amplifying apparatus. Well, tired of listening to sounds?
Amazing. Do you know, I rather fancied myself because I could pronounce 24 distinct vowel sounds. Your 130 beat me. I can't hear any difference between most of them.
Oh, it comes from practice, you know.
Do you know, I rather fancied myself because I could pronounce 24 distinct vowel sounds.
Good heavens.
Your 130 beat me. I can't hear any difference between most of them.
Concealed microphone. For
Do
unsuspecting
you think
victims.
that microphone was
What
that
is it,
good?
Mrs. Pierce?
Yes, a young woman wants to see you, sir.
When
Young
it hit
woman,
him
what's she
inside,
want?
She
just
says
like
she'll be glad when you know what she's come about.
porcelain figurine or
She's a very
something.
common girl, sir. I'd have got rid of her only you see such queer people sometimes.
All right. Has she an interesting accent?
Just dreadful, sir.
Good. Show her up at once.
I mean, maybe he's sort of like a wunderkind, like audio technical engineer that he was able
this
to
is really a
develop
bit of
that
luck.
himself.
We set her talking, I'll take it down in my phonetic shorthand. Then we'll get her on the machine. You can turn around as often as you like.
Come away. Here's the young woman, sir.
Oh, it's you. Oh, she's no use. I've got all the records I want of the Listen Grove lingo. Be off with you. I don't want you.
Yeah, don't you be so saucy. You ain't heard what I come for yet. Did you tell him I come in a taxi?
Mhm.
Do you think a gentleman like Mr. Higgins cares
I mean, she's
We are proud, aren't we? Well, he ain't
she
about giving
knows
lessons,
that
not
she's
him, heard him
able
say
to
so.
use him
And if
to
my
get what
money's
she
not good
wants,
enough,
and
I
what
can
she
go
wants
elsewhere.
is to be able to
Good
have her
enough
own
for what?
floral
Good enough
shop.
for you.
You know, she
So
wants
now
to
you know,
dance.
don't you?
She knows that a life.
I'm come to have lessons,
I mean, for the lack of a better term, a
And to
life
pay
in
for
the
'em too,
gutter.
make no
You know,
mistake.
it just is
Well.
not what she
I
wants.
say, Pickering,
And
shall we
she-
ask this
she
object to
sees-
sit down, or shall we throw her out of the window?
I won't be called an object when I've offered to pay like any lady.
yeah, this of England. You know, and that she's
I wanna
able
be a lady in a flower shop,
to.
instead of selling in
She's
Piccadilly
smart enough to
Circus.
know a good thing
They
when she
won't
sees
take me
it.
unless I can talk
You
more
know,
genteel.
and it's unfortunate that
What do you
she
say
has
you
to
could teach
endure
me?
his
Here I
abuses.
am, I'm ready to pay.
but
I'm not asking any favours.
she comes into
treats
it
me as
with
if I was
a
dirt.
singular
I know
mission
what
of like,
lessons
hey,
cost,
this
and I'm ready
guy
to pay.
could possibly
much?
give me an advantage that
I'm now
I would not have otherwise.
I thought you'd come off it when you saw a chance of getting back a bit of the money what you chucked at me last night. You'd had a drop, hadn't you?
Sit down.
Huh? If you're going to make a compliment of it.
Sit down.
What's your name?
Eliza Doolittle.
Won't you sit down, Miss Doolittle?
I don't mind if I do.
Yeah. I mean,
How much
he
you
knows
propose to
the
pay me
the
for the
idea
lessons?
of was
Oh,
it
I
you
know,
catching
I
flies with
tried.
honey and
A
whatever
lady
like
friend
that
of
term
mine,
is like why
she
do you
gets
but then why
French
do you want
lessons
flies?
at 18 pence an
But
hour from a real French gentleman.
but you know, like
Well, you wouldn't have the
definitely
nerve to ask the same for teaching me my own
the
language as what you would for
tone
French.
matters.
So I won't give you
You
more than
know?
a shilling. Take it or leave it.
I'll take it. You know, Pickering, a shilling to this girl's worth 60 or 70 pounds to a millionaire. It's handsome, it's enormous, it's the biggest offer I've ever had.
£60? But what you talking about? I never offered you £60.
Hold it, Aunt.
But I ain't got £60.
Miss Gerald, nobody's going to touch your money.
Someone's going to touch you with a broomstick if you don't stop sniveling. Sit down, will you?
Who
Well, funny
were?
that,
Anyone would
like-
think he was my father.
Do you think dialogue
I'm interested. What about that boast of yours
dialect
that you could pass
coaches
her off as a
have been
duchess
around for a
ambassador to the
while? I
section?
assume, right? Like
I'll say you're the
even
greatest
even
teacher
in this.
alive if you make that good.
Well,
I'll bet you
I want
all
to say
expenses
movies
explain
at
but you
this
can't do it.
time. A
And I
lot
pay
of
for
the
the lessons.
actors had
Oh,
that
you're
transatlantic
real
speech,
good.
right? So
Oh,
they could
thank
be
you,
either
thank you.
English
Sit down.
or like from New England or something like that. You're
almost
you're talking like all like Katharine Hepburn, you know.
She's so deliciously low,
And so
so horribly dirty.
like nowadays,
Dirty. I washed
you know,
my face
like
and hands before I
actors-
come, I did.
I
like
shall
someone
make
like
a
Christian
duchess of this
Bale,
draggle-tailed gutter
or
slut.
no, even better, like Gary Oldman.
In 6 months, in 3, if she has a good ear and a quick tongue, I'll take her anywhere and pass her off as anything. We start today,
But like you
now,
know,
this
these
minute.
days,
Mrs. Pierce, take
an
her away
actor
and
like
clean
Gary
her. Take off all
Oldman
her clothes and burn them.
did
Bring
so
up and order
good
some new
doing
ones. Wrap her up
American
in brown paper till
accents
they
that he had to
come.
get special training
no
to
gentleman, you
get
ain't
his
to talk
English
such
accent
things.
back for
I'm a
Tinker
good
Tailor
girl,
Soldier
I am.
Spy.
And I know what the likes of
You
you
know,
are, I
so
do.
like
We want none of your
nowadays
slump
the
prudery here,
dialect
young woman. You've
coaches,
got to learn
there's
to
so
behave like a
many
duchess. Here, take
accents
her away,
that
Mrs. Pierce.
characters
If she gives
do.
any trouble, wallop
No,
her.
I'll call the police on
Got
you.
no place to put her.
Put her in the ash can.
You can't take a girl up like that as if you were picking a pebble off the beach.
Why not?
Oh, I don't
She'll
know
be married.
that.
There you are, as the girl very properly says. Gah.
Who would marry me?
By George, Eliza, before I've done
Oh.
with you, the streets will be strewn with the bodies of men shooting themselves for your sake.
Here, he's off his chump. He is. I'm going. I don't want no loonies teaching me.
Oh, I'm mad, am I? Very well, Mrs. Pierce, don't order those things. Throw her out.
Stop, Mr. Higgins. I won't allow it. Go home to your mother, Gerald.
I ain't got no mother.
There you are, she ain't got no mother. Very well, then the girl doesn't belong to anybody. She's any use to anybody but me.
What's to become of her? Is she to be paid anything to be sensible, Mr. Higgins?
Now, what on earth will she do with money? She'll get her food and her clothes. She'll only drink if you give her money.
It's a lie. Nobody ever saw the sign of liquor on me.
Doesn't it occur to you, Higgins, that the girl has some feelings?
Oh, I don't think so. Have you, Eliza?
I got my feelings the same as anyone else.
You see the difficulty, Pickering?
What difficulty?
To get her to talk grammar.
I don't want to talk grammar. I want to talk like a lady.
Will you please keep to the point, Mr. Higgins? What's to become of her when you've finished with her teaching?
What's to become of her if we leave her in the gutter?
That's her business, not yours, Mr. Higgins.
Well, when we've finished with her, we'll throw her back into the gutter.
You've no feeling art in you, you haven't. I'm going away. I've had enough of this. You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Here, Eliza. Eliza. Come here, Eliza. Here.
Well, it's funny, like he's an expert in language, but not communication. You know,
Have chocolate, Eliza.
How do I know what might be in them? I've heard of girls being drugged by the like of you. Oh,
Where's your good faith, Eliza?
I wouldn't have waited. Only I'm too lazy like to take it out of my mouth.
You shall have boxes of them, Eliza. You shall live on them. Now listen to me, Eliza. You're going to live here for 6 months and learn to speak beautifully like a lady in a florist shop. If you're good and do whatever you're told, you shall sleep in a proper bedroom, have lots to eat, and money to buy chocolates and take rides in taxis. If you're naughty and idle, you shall sleep in the back kitchen among the black beetles and be walloped by Mrs. Pierce with a broomstick. At the end of 6 months, you shall go to Buckingham Palace
I
in
can
a carriage.
see that as
Beautifully dressed.
sort of if
The
he
king
if
finds out you're not a lady,
her
you'll be taken by the guards to the Tower of London,
future
where
was
your
what
head will be
drift-
cut off
you know, like if
as a warning to other presumptuous flower girls.
if her best interests
But
were at heart,
if you are not
I
found
would
out,
kind of agree
you will
with that
receive a present
as
of 7
like
and sixpence to start life with
a
as a lady
proper
in a
way
shop.
for him to like.
If you refuse this offer,
He just
you
sort
will
of
be a most
fixes.
ungrateful and
Yeah,
wicked girl.
yeah.
The angels.
You know, like he goes out of his way to make her
Now
feel
you've satisfied
miserable,
Victory?
you know, and
Can
it's
I put
like
it more fairly,
I
Mrs.
guess
Pierce?
it's like the sort of
Bundle her off to
pedagogy
the
that he
bathroom.
probably received growing up, where
You're
like
a great bully, you
if you
are.
think
I won't
of
stay here if I don't like it. I
the
never asked
King's
to go to Buckingham
Speech,
Palace.
you know,
I
that
didn't.
movie,
If
which
I
was
know what I
based
was
on a
letting myself
real,
in
you
for, I
know, real
wouldn't
life
have come
events,
here. I've
but
always been a good girl.
you know, like the idea
Look,
being that
you wash
you
my
just
face and hands
yell
before
at
I come
someone
on
so they
it.
stop stuttering.
I
You
shall
know,
make a duchess of
or
this
you
draggle-tailed
actually like
guttersnipe.
work with them, give them proper speech therapy, you know, like that's what it
Nonsense,
needs.
Eliza. Don't you want to
But
be
even
sweet and
speech
clean and decent
therapists,
like a lady?
you
You can't be a good girl
you
inside
know,
if
my
you're a
mother
dirty girl
was a speech
outside.
therapist,
Now,
and
away
part
to
of
your
that
room
is
and
that
take
like
off all your clothes
you,
because you're decent. Nonsense, girl.
it's
Don't you take off all your
unethical
clothes
to
every
tell
night before you
someone
go to
not
your
to
bed?
speak in the proper in
Why
the
should
dialect
I?
that they're speaking.
Can't
What
you
you're trying to
guess?
do is
I'll
help
take off
them
my skirts.
form and make the
Eliza,
words
now
that they're
be a
trying to
good
say.
child. No,
So in
no,
particular,
no,
you know, like
once and come
African
back.
American
You
vernacular
yourself all day.
English,
You must have been
you know, like
clean.
you don't
Come here, I
correct
didn't know
what they're
what I was
saying.
wrong.
What you're trying to do is help them
It
say
ain't
it.
decent.
I mean, meanwhile, you get this poor sequence where, well, first off, Eliza, Eliza need like you need to work on your relationship with your body. It is okay, you know, like plus the fact that she claims she's never been like
Yes, you
naked her
oh, no,
entire
really,
life,
no,
but
no, but I couldn't
never
really.
bathed.
I couldn't, Mrs. Pierce. I've never done such a thing
I guess
before.
she's
Really, I haven't.
Eliza Doolittle's a never nude.
Oh. Now come away and tell me if the water's hot enough. No, Mrs. Pierce, don't! No! No! No, Mrs. Pierce, stop it! I'm getting weak! This has never happened to me before! Oh! 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 Oh, help! Help! Oh, I've never been treated like this before! Oh, no! Stop it! Help!
I mean, I don't think this is being played for laughs. Like she's just, like she's
Higgins,
yeah.
excuse a straight question, but are you a man of good character where women are concerned?
Well, here we go. Are you a man of good
Have you ever
character?
known a
but
man
women
of
are
good character
concerned?
where women are concerned?
Yes, very frequently.
Well, I haven't. I find
Breakfast is ready, sir.
that the moment I let a woman make friends with me, she becomes jealous, exacting, and a confounded nuisance. So I'm a confirmed old bachelor and likely to remain one.
Yeah, again,
Thanks.
confirmed bachelor.
You know what I mean.
I believe that
I hope
phrase.
it's understood.
When did that phrase
No
become
advantage is to be taken of her
the
position.
norm?
What, that
Confirmed
thing?
bachelor.
Sacred, I assure you. I've taught scores of American millionaires to speak English. The best-looking women in the world. I'm seasoned. They might just as well be blocks of wood.
Excuse me, Mr. Higgins. I'd like to trouble you if I may.
Yes?
Will you be very particular what you say?
I mean, he
before the
could be. He could be
I'm
able
always
to
particular about what I
ace.
say.
He could be that.
It doesn't matter
um,
before me. I'm used
But
to
that
it.
also,
But you
you
really
know,
must not swear
doesn't
before the girl.
excuse his
I never swear. What the
cruelty
devil
towards
do you mean?
Eliza
That's what I mean.
or other
I don't
people,
mind your
other people
damning
in
and your
general.
blasting,
Mrs.
but
Pierce.
there's a certain word I must ask you not to use.
The girl used it in the bath because the water was too hot. It begins with the same letter as bath.
I cannot charge myself with ever having uttered it, except perhaps in moments of extreme and justifiable excitement.
Only this morning, sir, you applied it to the boots, the butter, and to the brown bread.
Oh, that, a mere alliteration, natural to a poet. Is
All right,
that
so
all?
confirmed bachelor
We'll have to be very
didn't become
particular
a
with this
thing
girl
until the
after a
second
personal
half of the
cleanliness.
20th
Yes,
century,
certainly. Most
and it was
Might I ask you
satirical.
not
It
to come down to
was used
breakfast in your
satirically.
dressing gown,
So
or not to use it
in
as a
British
table napkin if you
obituaries,
do, and
they
will
would
you
use the
please
phrase
remember
"he
not
never
to put the
married,"
porridge saucepan
which was a
onto the clean
euphemism
tablecloth.
for the deceased
I
having
hope
been
you're not offended,
homosexual.
sir.
No, not at all.
But
Not at all,
then
Mrs. Pierce.
a
Is that
satirical
all?
magazine
Oh,
used
no,
the
sir.
phrase
I really
"confirmed
don't think I
bachelor"
can
as a
put
sort
the
of
girl
like
back
joke
into
on
these.
that.
Might she wear one of those Chinese garments you brought back from abroad?
Certainly.
Yeah.
What the devil's that? Oh, don't burn that. We'll keep that as a souvenir.
I get maybe. I don't know. I guess why would you die and not marry?
That woman has the most extraordinary ideas about me. Here am I, a shy, diffident sort of man. And yet she's firmly persuaded that I'm a bossy, arbitrary, overbearing kind of person. How do you account for that?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times it's like when you ask people, even now, like people who are, you know, out and out gay men in their 50s and 60s, but who had married when they were in their 20s, you know, this has been like in the 1970s or 80s, you know. They always say, sometimes they say, it's like, well, that's just kind of what you did.
Interesting out of him. About the girl?
You know?
No, I mean his dialect.
Doolittle, sir.
Professor Higgins?
Here, good morning. Sit down.
Speaking of parents.
Morning, Governor. I come about a very serious matter, Governor.
Brought up in Hounds.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, if not
What do
by
you want,
year
Doolittle?
distance, just general society
wants my
difference,
daughter.
societal
That's what I
difference, you
want.
know?
Well, of course you do. I'm glad to see you have some spark of family feeling left.
I am so glad.
Your
Maybe
daughter's
it's because
Here,
my
take it
I've
away
been
at
out to my
once.
parents since I was like a late
What?
teenager, early 20s, you know.
Now, look here, Governor, is this reasonable?
I
Is
never
it fair
got
to
the
take?
pressure to marry, and I'm so
The girl
happy.
belongs to me. You got her. Where do I come in?
How dare you come here and try to blackmail me? You sent her here on purpose.
No.
This is a plot, a plant, an attempt to extort money by threats. I shall telephone the police.
Have I asked you for a brass fine? I'll leave it to the gentleman here. Have I said a word about money?
Well, what else did you come for?
Well, I'll tell you if you don't let me get a word in. I'm willing to tell you. I'm wanting to tell you. I'm waiting to tell you.
You know, Pickering, this fellow has a certain natural gift of rhetoric. Observe the rhythm of his native wood notes wild. I'm willing to tell you. I'm
I
wanting
also love
to
it
tell
how
you.
like this is
I'm
the
waiting to tell you.
I guess this
The
must be the
Welsh
time
strain.
period where
How do you know the
you'd be
girl's here
wearing
if you didn't send
a
her?
full
She sent back for her luggage,
three-piece
Governor.
suit
I
when you're
heard about
just
it.
like
Luggage? What
at
luggage?
home.
There was a musical instrument, a few pictures, a trifle of jewelry, and a bird cage.
Well, this is.
She
What,
said
is
as
this
she didn't want
morning?
no clothes. Well, what was I to think from that? I ask you as a parent, what was I to
But
think?
Pickering,
came to rescue
Pickering
her
looks
from worse
like
than
he's
death.
he's only
yes,
there
I
for like
just-
5
Mrs.
minutes,
Pierce.
but he's
This is
just
Eliza's
hanging out.
father. He has come to rescue her from worse than death. Give her to him.
No, listen.
Take
Oh
her
yeah,
away,
but I
Mr.
think he's
Higgins. How can he? You told me to
he's
burn all
staying
her
with Henry
clothes.
Higgins. He's staying with
That's
Higgins.
right. I can't carry the girl through the streets
Yeah.
if she's a blooming monkey, can I? Where's the clothes she come in? Did I burn them, or did your missus here? Now, listen, Governor, you and me, we are men of the world, ain't we?
Oh, we're men of the world, are we? You better go, Mrs. Pierce.
I should think so, indeed.
The floor is yours, Doolittle.
I thank you kindly, Governor. Well, to tell you the truth, I've taken a sort of fancy to
I mean,
you.
that's what was it? Heart of Darkness. Have you read Heart of Darkness?
And if you want the girl,
It's basically like
I'm not so certain
the
having
actual
them back
story
home, but what we mightn't
is
be hoping to an arrangement.
I forget the
Regarding the
narrator's
light of a
name,
young woman, she's
but
a fine, handsome girl.
on a boat
As a daughter, she
that's
ain't worth a
crossing
keep,
like
I tell you straight.
crossing a
All I
river or
ask
something
from
like
you
that
is
in
my
England,
rights as a father.
and then the boat
You're the
engine
last man in the
stops
world
for whatever
expecting me to go for
reason,
nothing.
and they're kind of like
You're
stranded
one of the
there, and
straight
so he
sort you
decides
are.
to
Oh,
go
I
into
can
the
see that.
story, and then that's the actual story of
Well,
him going to
what's
find
a
Colonel
£5
Kurtz
note
and
to
all
you?
that stuff, and Into the Heart of
And what's
Darkness, and
Eliza?
so it's
To
like
me?
a story within a story, and it's sort of like, why do you have this whole like book in
I think you
movie
ought
to
to know,
begin
Mr.
with?
Doolittle, Mr. Higgins' intentions are entirely honourable.
Of course they are, Governor. Of course they are. If I thought there wasn't, I'd ask 50.
Why, you callous rascal. Do you mean say you'd sell your daughter for £50?
No, not in a general sort of way, I wouldn't. But to oblige a gentleman like you, I'd do a good deal, I do assure you.
Oh, have you no morals, man?
I can't afford him, Governor.
Yeah.
Well, neither could you if you was as poor as me. I don't mean no
I
harm.
didn't even know that she was here
But
until
if Eliza's
yesterday.
going to have a bit out of this, well, why not me, too?
As a matter of morals, you know, it's a positive crime to give this chap a farthing. But I do feel there's a sort of rough justice in his claim.
That's right, Governor. That's all I say. It's a father's art, as it were.
Well, I know the feeling, yet it hardly seems right.
No, don't look at it that way, Governor. What am I, Governor's Mouth? I ask you, what am I?
Well, what are you?
I'm one of the undeserving poor. That's what I am. Well, think what that means to a man. It means he's up against middle-class morality all the time. If there's anything going, I puts in for a bit of it. It's always the same story.
The lower classes sort of confronting this upper crust
And yet
sort
my
of
needs
like
is as great as the most deserving
aristocratic
widows.
asshole,
They never got money out of
you know,
6 different
but
charities in 1 week for the
that
death of
both
the same
him
husband.
and Eliza
I don't need less than the
really
deserving man. I
speak
need
truth
more.
to how the
I don't
world
eat less
is,
hearty
you
than he
know.
does. And I drink a lot more. So I puts it to his two gentlemen, don't play that game on me. I'm playing straight with you. I ain't pretending to be deserving, I'm undeserving. And I mean to go on being undeserving, I likes it.
Sit down, Doolittle.
Would you try and do a man out the price of his own daughter? What he's brought up, he's fed, he's clothed by the sweat of his brow, until she growed big enough to be interesting to you two gentlemen?
Oh yeah,
Is
I'm
£5
getting married
unreasonable?
in the morning.
I
You know
puts
the
it to
song?
you.
Ding dong, the bells are
leaves it to
gonna
you.
chime.
Pickering.
Shall we give him a fiver?
Okay, he does that
He'll
song.
make bad use of it, I'm afraid.
That's from that.
Smoke me, Governor, don't be frightened.
His character
I
gets
shan't save
married.
it.
I want to
Spare
say
it
in
to live
this
idle on
too.
it.
Do you remember he gets married?
There won't be a penny of it left for Monday. Just one good spree
Okay,
for
so
myself and
we'll find out.
the missus.
This is irresistible. Come on, let's
But
give him
there's
10.
his character
thank
gets
you,
married
Governor.
in the stage
£10,
show, and
a lot of
then
money. Makes a man feel prudent like.
I mean this all happens in
And
the
then
musical
goodbye to
where he
happiness.
comes in and you know
Just give me
has
what
this
I
whole
ask, Governor.
conversation with
Not a
Higgins and
penny
everything
more,
like that.
not a penny less.
You sure? You sure you won't take 10?
No, not now, Governor.
Come on.
No, another time, perhaps. Thank you kindly, Governor.
Yeah, Pickering does not have his own song. He
Thank
is
you, Governor's
featured
mouth.
in other songs, but he doesn't have his
Pardon,
own.
miss.
Gone. Don't you know your own daughter?
Blimey, it's Eliza. I never thought she'd clean up so good looking. She's a credit to me, ain't she, Governor? She'll soon pick up your free and easy ways.
Yeah, I'm a good girl, I am. And I won't pick up no free and easy ways.
Eliza, if you say again you're a good girl, your father shall take you home.
You don't know my father. All he come here for was to touch you for some money to get drunk on.
Well, what else would I want money for? Put in the plate in church, I suppose. Don't you give me none of your lip. Don't let me hear you giving any of these gentlemen either. You'll hear from me about it. See?
Have you any further advice to give her, Doolittle, before you go? Your blessing, for instance?
No, Governor, not me. I'm not such a mug as to put up my kids to all I know myself. If you want Eliza's mind improved, Governor, do it yourself. With a strap. Well, so long, gentlemen.
Oh, God. On purpose?
Like father.
Oh, okay, all right. I guess it just
E, as in machine. Repeat after me. A.
E.
The rain in Spain.
Rain in Spain.
stays mainly in the plains.
Stays mainly in the plains.
The rain in Spain
The
stays
rain
mainly
in
in the
Spain stays
plains.
mainly in the plains. I think she's got it. I think she's got it.
Now, Eliza, you see these 3 marbles? I want you to put them in your mouth. Yes, 1, 2,
No, that's
3.
that'd be
Now, don't be
interesting
alarmed,
if,
it's just an exercise. Now then, repeat slowly
it was
after
already
me.
a thing.
The shallow depression in the west of these islands is likely to move slowly in a westerly direction.
The shallow depression in the west of these islands is likely to move.
Oh, really? I mean, honestly, I haven't had cotton candy in years.
Don't worry, we have plenty more.
The shallow depression in the west of these islands is likely to move slowly in a more easterly direction.
I mean, there probably is.
Hereford, Hartford.
I mean, how often are you in an environment where they're serving cotton
So it
candy,
will,
like at a
Eliza, every time
carnival
you
or
say correctly.
some sort of
Now then, try
outdoor
once again.
festival?
In Hampshire,
Like a
Hereford,
family-friendly
and Hartford,
outdoor festival.
hurricanes hardly ever happen.
In Hampshire, Hereford,
And Hartford, hurricanes hardly ever happen.
Hardly ever happen.
Like, how is this a phrase that people say?
happen.
This is like an elocution. But yeah, this dream sequence montage, so cool.
How do you do?
Bad, bad, bad. Do it again. You aren't trying. Do it again.
That's a phrase we need to
That's
bring
not
back.
good, Eliza.
How do you do? How do
Time
you
to try her
do?
out on somebody. Well,
Because what I want
know.
like,
My
how
mother.
do you do? Like, how?
Henry.
Hello, dear.
How do you, how that voodoo that you do so well?
Promise not to come.
I just love that, like, how do you do?
But I just come
Such
here
a
on purpose.
funny
You see, dear,
idea.
I picked
So
up a girl.
this character, the mom.
picked you up.
No, this isn't a love affair.
Oh, what a pity.
Why?
You never fall in love with anyone under 45.
Oh, I can't waste my time with young women. They're all such idiots anyhow.
You know what you do if you really loved me, Henry?
Get married, I suppose.
No. Stop fidgeting. And take your hands out of your pockets. Don't sit on that table. You'll break it. Come and tell me about the girl.
Look here, she's coming to see you this afternoon.
Really? I don't remember asking her.
No, you didn't, and you wouldn't have if you'd known her.
Indeed? Why?
I mean,
She's just a common flower girl. I picked her up in Covent Garden.
You've asked her here?
Oh, don't worry. I've taught her to speak properly. She'll stick to 2 subjects only, the weather and everybody's health. You know, fine day, how'd you do, and all that.
Oh, that's a blessing anyway.
Well, it is, and it isn't.
Now, what do you mean by that?
You see, dear, I've got her pronunciation all right.
I mean,
You've
also,
got to
like,
consider not only
and
how
she's
the girl
already moving
pronounces,
in
but
with
what
you.
she pronounces.
you know?
Mrs. and Miss Ainsford Hill, Mr. Ainsford Hill.
Oh, heavens.
So good of you to
Dear,
come.
my dear, Freddie.
How do you do?
You know my son. Oh, my son Henry.
So
Miss
a
Hill?
difference
Delighted.
Mrs. Hill?
is that this
Mr.
character
Hill?
here, the
You're celebrated, son.
those 2
I've always
ladies,
so
they're
longed
not
to
in
meet
the
you,
musical
Professor
at all,
Higgins.
but this character
I've seen your
Freddie
face
is. He
somewhere
has a
before.
very
I haven't
lovely
the ghost of a notion
song
where.
on the
But
street
just
where
really,
you
man,
live.
sit down.
I'm sorry to say my
Where
celebrated
he
son
basically
has
falls
no
in love with
manners.
Eliza,
You mustn't mind him.
and
Don't.
I mean, he does that thing that like
Higgins.
is supposed to be
Reverend Mrs.
romantic, where he
Birchwood.
stands in front of her
More
house
of 'em?
all day, every day until
I
you know
know.
to basically get her when she leaves.
Who told your mother what
You know,
to
it's supposed to be
No, we
romantic.
were interrupted, damn it.
Are we in the way?
No, not at all. No, by George, we need 2 or 3 extra people. You'll do as well as anyone else. Sit down.
Will you excuse me? Colonel Pickering. Henry?
I say, what are you doing in my hat?
Colonel Pickering, I must know. What is the exact position in Wimpole Street? Is this girl a
By
servant?
George.
If not, what is she?
Major and Mrs. Rawcroft.
My dear Mrs. Higgins, I really must tell you, the whole thing is
You don't know.
extraordinarily interesting.
My dear, this is the most absorbing experiment I've ever tackled. Yes, this girl regularly fills our lives, doesn't she, Pete?
Yes, we're always talking, Eliza.
Teaching Eliza, dressing Eliza. She has the most amazingly quick ear you ever heard of. Yes, just like a parrot.
My dear Mrs. Higgins, I assure you
I've taught
that
her the
girl
most
is a genius.
inconceivable
She
sounds
plays
that
the
a human
piano
being can
perfectly.
make. I've
We've
taught
taken
her
her to classical
European
concerts,
dialects,
continental
continental
dialects.
dialects,
When she
African
comes back, she
dialects,
plays everything
Martin
she's heard, whether it's
Luther,
Beethoven or
she's
Brahms, they are
couldn't have
alive.
done it.
6 months ago, she did it.
Overlapping
She
dialogue
did it.
continues.
You see?
Oh, yes. It's quite clear to me.
Miss Doolittle.
I mean, I kind of want to totally beta. I wouldn't mind entering a room where I was like announced by name.
How do you do, Mrs. Higgins? Professor Higgins said I might come.
Quite right, my dear. I'm delighted to see you.
Colonel Pickering, is it not?
How do you do, Miss Doolittle?
Professor Higgins?
Stick to the weather and your health.
Well,
Mrs. Hill, Miss Doolittle.
I mean, so
I feel sure we've met before, Miss Doolittle.
yeah,
I remember your
can see.
eyes.
So like,
How do you do?
Comes back.
My daughter,
Often gone.
Clara. How do you do?
you know someone who's like,
My
oh my
son,
God,
Freddie?
my daughter is sick. She had to go to the hospital.
Oh, do you
She's
do?
gonna be there
I'm
for
sure
like,
I've had the pleasure
she's gonna be there
somewhere.
for a week. I was like, oh man, that's must be hard. I'm sorry to hear that happened. You know, like I find that that's suitable. I'm trying to hear all that. I'm not here for the drama.
Will it rain, do you think? The rain in Spain, they say, stays mainly in the plains.
Terrible small talk. I mean, honestly, if
They say.
How too true, Miss Doolittle. But in...
Hampshire,
but this whole bit
Hereford,
that
and
she talks
Hartford,
about
hurricanes hardly ever
her
happen.
aunt, is it this one? No, I think it's, I forget when this happens.
Do they?
But she talks about
Hardly ever, Miss
an
Doolittle.
aunt of hers that she thinks was killed.
How awfully funny.
What is wrong with that, young man? I bet I got it right.
Killing.
I bet I got it right. I mean, she's doing great where
Excuse me.
she's establishing that she still has that same personality where this guy is yucking at her and she calls him out as far as like, hey, what's so funny about that?
I do hope it won't turn cold. There's so much influenza about. It runs right through our family every spring.
My aunt died of influenza.
This one, yeah, right here, this bit.
So they say.
So funny.
But it is my belief, as how they done the old woman in.
Done her in?
Yes, Lord love you. Why should she die of influenza when she come through diphtheria right enough the year before?
Perhaps it wasn't diphtheria. You see, Vicar...
Oh, but I saw her with my own eyes. Fairly blue with it she was. They all thought she was
Yeah,
ill,
this is Athena.
but my father,
Yeah.
he kept ladling
Yeah, I
gin
saw
down
her.
her throat
That is to say,
till
I've
she
seen
come
her.
to so sudden that she bit the bowl off the spoon.
Dear me.
Now, what call would a woman with that strength in her have to die of influenza?
Well, I mean, I know
What
I'm
become
going to
of
keep
her
talking about the
new
musical.
straw
Stuff.
hat
What
that should have come
blew me away
Well,
about the musical, and even this, because a lot of the dialogue is, like I said, it's cut and paste. Like this whole story
And what
is in
I
the musical.
says is,
Um,
them what
is that
finished
how funny
done
it
her
is and how funny it holds up.
Done her in.
But then you're thinking
Would
about,
you tell
okay,
me
is
that?
it
It's
funny
just the
because
new
we're watching
slang, Vicar.
something from like the 60s or
But,
30s
you
and just
surely don't
language has
believe that your
changed,
aunt was
and
killed.
you're seeing it
Do
now from a
I not?
2025 lens.
Then
But then
she left
also, it's
would
clear
have
that
killed
this
her
was,
for a hat pin.
they knew
Let
what they were
alone a
doing
hat.
here. Like,
But
this
it
is not
couldn't have been
accidental
right for your
humor.
father to have
Like,
to
this
have
humor
poured
is very
spirits down her
intentional,
throat like
that
that.
she is
Now, that might
speaking,
have killed her.
Not her.
that she's speaking the
Gin
sort of
was
proper
mother's milk
way
to
that
her.
Henry is,
Besides,
I guess he's
he
he's
poured
teaching
so
her.
much down
Like,
his
she's
own
speaking in the
throat
proper
that
way,
he knew
but
the good of it.
she's
Oh, how terrible
speaking like
for you.
Oh,
Eliza.
it never did him no harm, what I
Like,
could see.
she's winking at
He was
him
always
just
more
now.
agreeable
She's
when he had a
engaging in the
drop
conversation.
When he was
She's,
out of work, my
yeah,
mother
she's
used to give him
awesome.
2 and a kick and tell him to go out and to not come home until he drunk himself cheerful and loving like.
Charming.
There's lots of women has to make their husbands drunk to make them fit to live with. Here. What are you sniggering at?
The new slang. You do it so awfully well.
If I was doing it proper, what was you laughing at? I said anything I oughtn't?
No, not a thing, Miss Doolittle, no.
Well, that's a mercy anyhow. What I always says is... Well, I must go now. Goodbye.
It's just cool. I'll be like, are you a robot?
So glad to have
like,
met you.
it's just like,
Goodbye, my dear.
Did you ever watch Westworld, the TV show at least?
Goodbye, Colonel Pickering.
Bye, Miss Doolittle.
Well, in the TV show, there's several flashback scenes with like Anthony Hopkins plays the guy who created.
Excuse me, Miss Doolittle, but would you be walking across the park?
There's
Because
several moments you see in flashback where he's testing out like early versions, see if they pass the Turing test, you know, but in live interactions with people. Yeah, it's like this, you know, where you're just like, wow, what?
Oh, it's no
It's
use.
so funny.
I shall never be able to bring myself to use that word.
Oh, don't.
What word?
It isn't compulsory, you know.
Oh.
You can say what you like.
Oh, yeah,
It's a
yeah,
shame.
yeah,
You'll
yeah.
never have done it.
Oh, perhaps you were a bit hasty, but I'll soon put that right.
It's no use, Higgins. You'll have to face it. It isn't fair on the poor girl. Better call the whole thing off.
Nonsense. I said I'd pass the cutter snipe off as a duchess, and pass her off as a duchess I will. Here. You see that? It's an invitation from the Transylvanian embassy. I'm going to take her there.
You're mad.
I
tell
want to
you,
go
Pig, that girl
there.
can do
I
anything.
want to go there.
Eliza! Eliza!
Well,
Stop
I mean,
sniveling, girl.
Transylvania, it's a real place, but
Eliza, shall I give you another chance?
when did the Bela Lugosi Dracula come out?
Good. No, no, no. Do it again.
I'll try.
No, no, no. I've told you 500 times. You drive me mad, girl.
1931.
Come, Higgins, be reasonable.
Once more. No.
Oh, I'm Mr. Freddie Hill to see Miss Doolittle.
I guess he
I'll
does it
inquire,
here, where
sir,
he's inquiring
Throw him out.
every day. You know.
Now listen, Eliza.
She's engaged.
Miss Doolittle. Oh, why can't you do it like this?
He's here again.
Oh, throw him out, throw him
Well,
out.
see,
Come on now.
told you, he
both
knows how
of
to curtsy.
1, 2, 3.
Little queen. Like, yes, curtsy.
Now listen carefully, Eliza. How kind of you to let me come. Now listen. Say it.
How kind of you to let me come.
Listen again.
That sounds fine. I mean, obviously
kind
now.
of you to let me come.
I know that you still hear in England the
I know.
idea about someone's speech being
here again.
an indicator of their class level. It's still definitely a
No
thing.
good, sir.
You know, but
May I have the pleasure, Mr.
Adele
Doolittle?
has a Cockney
Get up, get up.
accent.
Yes, I'll
You
be
know.
delighted.
I'll be delighted.
All right, come on then. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. See, no sense of timing at all. You know what's
Yeah, well, English is not musical.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2,
There they go.
3. 1,
See,
2,
told
3.
you.
1,
No,
2, 3.
look at
1,
this because you
2, 3.
dance.
See what I
You know how
mean?
to
Now, once
dance.
again.
Silent drinking is one of the hallmarks of a lady.
Oh God.
Now, wake up, Eliza. How do you address an ambassador?
Did you ever do
Your
like
Excellency.
etiquette
Right.
courses or an
Now
etiquette
imagine yourself
lesson?
standing before an archbishop. How would you address him?
No, fuck no, fuck no,
No,
fuck
no,
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 you
an
fucking
archbishop,
asshole.
not the Pope.
Fuck no. I remember in high school.
No.
Well, like in high
Majesty.
school,
Right.
we had a thing where
An
it had,
ambassador.
Your
oh,
Excellency.
Marie Kondo.
Archbishop.
Well, she's
Your
about
Grace, the
organizing.
Queen.
Your Majesty.
An archduke.
It's 3
o'clock, Mr.
on
Higgins.
manners and things like that.
Now then, Eliza, we'll start all over again from the
Well,
beginning.
I remember in
An
high
ambassador.
school there was a day where I
An
did etiquette
archbishop.
teacher
Grace.
and
The
did a
Queen.
presentation
A
on like
minister. An
when
archduke.
you're at a restaurant,
A
you know,
cardinal.
like that sort of thing.
Come on, Eliza.
I don't think that came up.
Past 4, Mr. Higgins.
We'll now start the whole thing over from the beginning.
Oh, I can't.
Look here, if I can do it with a splitting headache, you can do it.
No, but I've got a headache. I can't.
Here, well, take this thing. Now then, an ambassador.
Oh, he's excellent, see.
Come, Higgins, be reasonable.
I'm always reasonable. Now then, Pickering, the time has come. Send the dressmakers, hairdressers, makeup artists, manicurists, and all the rest of the parasites.
Did you ever see the like?
Ah, I have it. Camellia, camellia, camellia. There. You think?
No.
A little spray of flour.
No.
More mud there. Aren't you ready yet? Almost. Nervous?
Yes, very, aren't you?
Oh, not a bit of it.
Oh no, yeah, totally. Where it's like if something bad happens, if something that I do ends up in a negative result, it's because you deserve it. Mm-hmm. Do you think gala events like this still happen? But not like in like the Met Gala kind of way, but like in a thing where dignitaries are I guess that still happens.
Maestro! You remember me?
No, I don't. Where have we met?
But I'm your pupil, your first pupil, your best and greatest pupil. I've made your name famous throughout Europe. You teach me phonetics, you cannot forget me. I am little Aristide Carpate.
What, are you Aristide? Why the devil don't you cut your hair?
Oh, if I cut my hair, nobody notices me. I have not your imposing appearance, your chin, your brow.
And tell me, what are you doing here among all these swells?
I am indispensable at these international parties. You can place a man anywhere in London the moment he opens his mouth. I can place a man anywhere in Europe.
Excuse me, sir. I want it upstairs. Her Excellency cannot understand the Greek gentleman.
Oh, indeed. I'll come at once. This Greek diplomat who pretends he cannot speak or understand English. He cannot deceive me. Tout à l'heure, mon vieux.
I think 2 miles in London.
Is that Carpathy fellow really an expert?
My best pupil. But heaven help the master who's judged by his disciples.
But if he meets Eliza, we're done. Don't let's bother about the bit. Let's go home.
Oh, rubbish, that idiot.
Especially when it's like it's literally just him.
Now we're in for it.
He doesn't have like a team of researchers to go out into the field and collect reports. You know.
Darling!
Oh, she looks incredible. She looks incredible. The pearls and the little tiara and everything like that. She looks so good.
That fellow finds out about Eliza. He'll blackmail us.
Let him try.
Her Grace, the Duchess
So,
of Care.
I don't know.
Admiral Sir Charles Brown Halby. Miss Elizabeth Doolittle, Colonel Pickering, Professor Higgins.
Well, with someone like Henry Higgins, where its reputation is everything. You know, the moment people start to distrust his methods or to not think that he's doing a good job, his
May I present Miss Elizabeth
I guess his
Doolittle?
career. What does he do?
How kind of you to let me come.
Oh, not at all.
The Mrs. Milka.
Good evening.
This lady.
Who is this charming girl?
So sparkly.
Is she a relation?
Not of mine, no.
She has such a faraway look, as if she always lived in a garden.
So she has. A sort of garden.
There is one thing I have observed about the English, Duchess, and that
Yes,
is...
I adore observing the English. Let's go and observe them now. Come along, George. Oh, dear. Such a bore about the English. And quite wrong, like every ambassador.
Like her, love her.
Oh, look, there's dear old Lily Fantail with a whole of Kew Gardens on her head.
You have a rival here tonight. He introduced himself as your
What's
pupil.
the, you know,
Is he any
Alice
good?
Roosevelt Longworth,
Learn a language in a
Teddy
fortnight.
Roosevelt
Those
Smith,
dozens of them. The Sharp
famous phrase,
Your
if you don't have
Excellency is
something nice to say, come
interested
sit
in
next to
Miss
me.
Doolittle? Yes. Could you find out who she is?
Excellency.
Lord Wilsham and Lady Wilsham.
What the,
I feel rather like Noah standing on the bridge watching the loading of the ark.
sound like, oh yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah, well then the whole bit about like someone told a bet, like, I bet someone you can't say more than 3 words at one time. He goes like,
He's the
you
son of a
lose.
clerk and a watchmaker. He speaks English so villainously that he dare not utter a word of it without betraying his origin. I help him to pretend, but I make him pay through the nose. I make them all pay.
Just real,
And now, Professor
another quick
Higgins, I
bit
should be
about My Fair
delighted
Lady.
if you would present me to
So,
this
you know,
Miss
Julie Andrews
Doolittle.
originated the role
Can't you see she's talking to a
of
duchess?
Eliza Doolittle on Broadway, or probably West End also.
Professor
But
Higgins, the very man I've been
she
dying to
was
meet. I'm
miffed
Isabella the Sun.
that in the
Her
movie
favourite
they
bird.
gave it to Audrey Hepburn, who
people
famously
seem to get in
could
everywhere
not sing.
nowadays.
And they hired a singer
Would you be so
to
kind as to
dub,
introduce
you
me to
know,
Miss
to sing for Audrey in the
You
movie.
remember you so kindly addressed the girl with Lady Officers?
Julie Andrews was burned by that, so in The Sound of Music, she specifically cast the woman who sang Audrey's voice as one of the nuns in The Sound of Music.
I don't believe it's true.
Miss Doolittle has a delicious sense of humor.
Yeah, why couldn't she have been Eliza Doolittle? You know?
Tell me.
Miss Doolittle, I have found out all about her.
Well?
She's a...
Well, now, go on.
I mean, she was in. I mean, not to say that. I honestly don't care for La La Land, but that was a musical. She sang. Well, especially a character like Belle. Moana, yeah, uh-huh. Oh, they gotta get who? Well, he can sing. Matthew Broderick can sing. He did his own singing in The Lion King. Yeah, he did his because he was in the producers. He was a Music Man. Yeah, he's a singer. What? Well, yes. Oh, cool.
Dear fellow, I hope you don't think I introduced that Carpathy chap to Eliza to win my bid.
Oh, nonsense. But the game's all up, Pickering. He's found out all about her.
Uh-huh. With Matthew Broderick? Well, the only version, so Music Man is probably in my top 3 favorite musicals. I think it is, the music is very good. I also feel like it is such a well-crafted story as far as how they tell the story through the music and everything. I think it's incredible. But if you, the Robert Preston, Shirley Jones movie, that's the one you need. That's the one you need to see. That's the one you need to see. They've done other versions of it. You know, Buddy Hackett. Oh, so good. For my 40th birthday, my ex, we went to New York to see The Music Man with Hugh Jackman, but turned out that Hugh Jackman had COVID, and so we missed out on that. We did see Sutton Foster as Marion the Librarian. She was really, really good. The actor, you know, Hugh Jackman stand-in, he was flawless. You know, these people they've run the show multiple times with the crew, with the cast. You know, it's seamless.
I wouldn't miss it for
You know,
worlds. Excuse me.
and he was so cute, had $1 million smile, but he was not Hugh Jackman. And you know, you I think like when you're expecting that Hugh Jackman should even grin, and you don't get it,
Yes, tell us all you know about this
takes
Mr.
away.
Whittle.
It takes away.
No, no, that is my secret. But I will tell Your Excellency, she has a right to know who Miss Doolittle is.
Well, who is she?
Oh
She
yeah,
is a
yeah, someone,
film star.
yeah, because
Oh,
Hugh Jackman
no.
wasn't available.
She's a fraud.
A fraud? Oh, no.
Yes, yes, she cannot deceive me. Her name cannot be Doolittle.
Why?
Because Doolittle is an English name and she is not English.
Oh.
But she speaks it perfectly.
Oh,
Too
yeah,
perfectly.
yeah.
Can you show me any English
I mean,
woman who speaks
are you
English
talking
as it
mostly
should
about
be
the
spoken?
movie,
There is
the
no
movies,
such thing.
or
The English do
have you
not
seen
know
the
how
stage
to
shows
speak
for?
their own language. Only foreigners who
Okay,
have been
okay.
taught to speak it well.
Yes, there's something in that.
But if she's not English, what is she?
Hungarian.
Hungarian?
Yes, Hungarian and of royal blood. I am Hungarian. My blood is royal.
Did you speak to her in Hungarian?
Yeah,
I did. She was very clever. She said,
I mean, like I
"Please
said,
speak
The
to me
Music
in
Man
English.
is in my
I
top
do not
3.
understand French.
Cabaret
She
and
pretended not to know
Sweeney
the
Todd.
difference between
I
Hungarian
think
and
kind of
French.
make the
Nonsense,
other.
she knows
I
both.
want to say
And
like
the blood
they're
royal. How did you find that out?
top 3,
Instinct,
but they all kind of
Instinct only.
hit
The
differently.
Hungarian, the
So I feel like they're
Magyar
kind of like
race can
it's
produce
a
that air of the
shared
divine right,
position.
those high cheekbones, those resolute
But
eyes.
then you know,
She
like you also got
is
ones like Little Shop of Horrors. You also got so good. Oh, Rocky Horror. You know, so good. Like I'll enjoy those at any time. I mean, Jesus Christ Superstar. Jesus Christ Superstar. That's up there too. Oh, I'm not. Well, I mean the movie Phantom. Yes, but the
Look at her profile. It's
the
the
one
old
from the 70s. Jesus Christ. If you're gonna, I mean, Jesus Christ Superstar. That is the one to watch. The movie itself is so good. It's like basically a bunch of hippies in the desert, you know. And I have never seen that
What do
either.
you say, Professor?
Aye.
Not high up on my list.
I say an ordinary Cockney girl out of the gutter. I place her in Covent Garden.
Maestro, maestro, you are mad on the subject of Cockney dialects. The London gutter is the whole world for you. This girl is undoubtedly a
Princess? Have it your own way, maestro. Have it your own way.
It's more. I still think it's more that I never think that he views Eliza as an actual person. Probably until he realizes that he's going to lose her, you know. Because even here, the musical, the staging does this so well. So at this moment in the musical, is a song, I did it, I did it, I did it, you didn't think I did it, but yes, or something like that. So it's basically
Thank God it's all over.
Henry Higgins congratulating himself and Pickering congratulating Higgins, but again, at no point do they ever acknowledge Eliza's role in this, you know. And she's like, even like just like this, she's like lurking in the back, hearing everything. And so when I saw the musical, there's multiple people in the scene because there's multiple people singing the song and everything. But the actress,
Anyhow, that's all over.
the actress who plays Eliza is just like in the back, just like listening quietly, exactly like this, and like you cannot take your eyes off her. It was so incredible.
Put out the lights, Eliza. Tell Mrs. Pierce not to bring me coffee in the morning. I'll take tea.
But as a task, yeah, and tell whoever I want coffee in the morning. I mean, that's what. So again, the way it shows class, right? Where she she before she met Henry Higgins, you know, she was living on the street,
Where
she was
did I
selling
put my slippers?
flowers. She knew that there was a whole world that is forbidden to her, right? She could see it every single day because they're the ones who buy flowers from her.
Slippers, and me, you
And
never have a day's luck
for
with
this
them.
one moment, for this one moment,
What's the matter?
for this one moment, she was
Anything wrong?
allowed to
No,
take part
nothing wrong with you.
in the
I
world
won your
that
bet for
she
you,
was
haven't
always
I?
kicked out
That's
of,
all that counts.
and just seeing in her
I don't
face and
matter,
how
I
she's
suppose.
wait,
Put my
no,
slippers.
it was all, I was never meant to be in this world. When she throws the slippers.
Where did I put my slippers?
Yeah.
There are your slippers, and there. Take your slippers, and me, you never have a day's luck with them.
What's the matter? Anything wrong?
No, nothing wrong with you.
Oh yeah,
I
or
won your bet
do what
for you,
I
haven't
do,
I?
just quietly
That's all
excuse
that
myself
counts.
and we'll leave this person
I
alone.
don't matter, I suppose.
You won my bet. You presumptuous insect, I won it. Why did you throw those slippers at me?
It's because I wanted to smash your face in. I'd like to kill you, you brute. Why didn't you leave me where you found me? In the gutter. You thank God it's all over and that you can throw me back again there now, do you?
Well, the creature is nervous after all. Would you? Don't you dare show your temper to me. Sit down and be quiet.
What's to become of me? What's to become of me?
How the devil do I know what's to become of you? What's it matter what becomes of you?
You don't care, I know you don't care. You wouldn't care if I was dead. I'm nothing to you, not so much as them slippers.
Those slippers.
Those! Didn't think it made any difference now.
May I ask whether you complain of your treatment here?
No.
Has anyone behaved badly to you? Colonel Pickering, Mrs. Pierce, any of the servants?
No.
I presume you don't pretend that I've treated you badly.
No.
Well, I'm glad to hear that anyway.
Oh, totally. It's
probably your time.
Yeah, it was like this one thing where it's like, do I hit you? Do I forbid you to eat? Yeah. You know, all that stuff's like, no. It's like, well, then I'm not doing. See, look how nice he is. He's giving her chocolate.
Thank you.
Well, it's all over now. Nothing more to worry about.
No. Nothing more for you to worry about. Oh, God. I wish I was dead.
Why? In heaven's name, why?
I think squashed cabbage leaf
Now listen to
is
me,
still
Eliza.
my favorite.
All this irritation is purely subjective.
I don't understand. I'm too ignorant.
It's only imagination. Low spirits, nothing more. Nobody's trying to hurt you, nothing's wrong. Now you go to bed like a good girl and sleep it off. Have a little cry and say your prayers, and that'll make you comfortable.
I heard your prayers. Thank God it's all over.
Well, don't you thank God it's all over? Now you're free, you can do what you like.
What am I fit for? What have you left me fit for? Where am I to go? What am I to do?
Well, she thought that he was going to help her.
So that's what's worrying you, is it? Oh, you'll settle down somewhere or other? But I hadn't quite realized that you were going away. You might marry, you know. You're not bad looking. Quite a pleasure to look at you sometimes. Of course, now you've been crying. You look as ugly as the very devil, but when you're quite all right and yourself, you're what I should call attractive. That is to people in the marrying line, you understand. Now you go to bed, have a good night's rest. Get up in the morning and look at yourself in the glass. And you won't feel so cheap. I dare say my mother could find some chap or other who'll do very well.
We were above that in Covent Garden.
What do you mean?
I sold flowers.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't sell myself. Now you've made a lady of me. I'm not fit to sell anything else. I wish you'd left me where you found me.
But you don't have to marry the fellow if you don't like him.
What else am I to do?
Well, lots of things. How about your old idea of a florist shop? Pickering could set you up in one. He's got lots of money. Oh, you'll be all right. I must clear off to bed. I'm devilish sleepy. By the way, I came here for something. Forget what it was.
Your slippers.
Oh, yes, of course.
Devilish?
You shied them.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, devilishly good.
Sir.
Eh?
Do my clothes belong to me or to Colonel Pickering?
What the devil use should they be to Pickering?
This
You
whole
might
bit
want
is
them
so
for the next girl
good.
you pick up to experiment on.
Ugh.
Is that the way you feel towards us?
I don't
This is
want
what
to
I
hear any more
mean.
about
Just like the way Eliza,
All I want to know
because like
is what belongs to me
this
and what
is
doesn't.
the
My own clothes were burnt.
the street smarts, you know.
Why need you start bothering about
This
that
is
in the
how
middle of
she
the
was
night?
able to.
I want to know
This is
what
how
I
she
may
was
take
able to
away with me.
survive all those years.
I don't want to be accused of stealing.
Stealing? Eliza, you shouldn't have said that. That shows a want of feeling.
I'm sorry. I'm only a common, ignorant girl, and in my station I have to be careful. There can't be any feelings between the like of you and the like of me. Will you please tell me what belongs to me and what doesn't?
Oh, you can keep the whole confounded house full if you like. All except the jewels, they're hired. Will that satisfy you?
Stop, please. Will you take these to your room and keep them safe? I don't want to run the risk of them being missing.
I've never thought of doing that.
Hand them over. If these belong to me instead of the jeweler, I'd ram them down your ungrateful throat.
This ring... It isn't the jeweler's.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
It's the one
Yes.
you
Yes.
bought me in
Yeah.
Brighton.
I never considered that. Like he's like working class still, but
Don't you
like.
hit me!
Hit you, you infamous creature. How dare you accuse me of such a thing? It's you who have hit me. You've wounded me to the heart.
I'm glad. I've got a little of my own back anyhow.
You've caused me to lose my temper. A thing that's hardly ever happened to me before. I prefer to say nothing more tonight. I shall go to bed.
You'd better leave a note for Mrs. Pierce about the coffee, because she won't be told by me.
Damn Mrs. Pierce, and damn the coffee, and damn you, and damn my own folly in having lavished hard-earned knowledge and the treasure of my regard and intimacy on a heartless gutter snipe.
Do you think that was intentional? Leslie Howard? No, why did you? Well, as director and actor? Oh, he was in Gone with the Wind. Oh, he was actually. Oh, yeah, huh? He died World War II? Wow.
What are you doing here?
Nothing. As a matter of fact, I spend most of my nights here. It's the only place I feel really happy. Don't laugh at me, Miss Doolittle.
Don't you call me Miss Doolittle. Eliza's good enough for me.
Where are you going?
To the river.
What for?
To make a hole in it.
To make a hole in it?
Freddie, you don't think I'm a heartless gutter snipe, do you?
No, darling. How can you imagine such a thing? I think you're the most wonderful, the loveliest.
Now then. This isn't Paris, you know.
No, sorry, Constable.
Well, a peck on the cheek. Hey, this ain't Paris.
Eliza, you let me kiss you.
Well, why not? Why
Yeah,
shouldn't
why don't you
someone
just
kiss
be
me?
fucking in the street for all I
Why
care?
shouldn't someone be in love with me? Kiss me again. Kiss me again.
All right.
Now then, you two, what's this? Were you annoying that young lady?
No, Constable, certainly not.
Also,
Move
what
along,
is this?
then.
What is
Double
this
quick.
police
As you
state?
say, sir.
Like, there's always a cop within half a block.
Well, if it ain't. Beg your pardon, miss. Bar flower for poor girl.
Do you think he actually recognized her, but kind of noticed her class change, and so, like, you know what I mean? Almost like your secret safe with me kind of move. Oh, totally, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sir. Your coffee, sir.
Didn't Eliza tell you to bring tea?
She didn't wait to tell me. She's gone.
Gone?
I said gone, and I meant it, every word of it.
I like every word. I said gone.
Where the
Like,
devil's
I
my
meant every
engagement
word.
book?
Just the one
I don't know
word.
my
Gone.
appointments.
Eliza would know.
But she isn't here, damn it.
Then you'd better find her, damn it.
What does that ass of an inspector say? Have you offered a reward?
Shh. What? You can't help us find her?
What are the police for, in heaven's name?
Well, I really think they suspect us of some improper purpose.
Of course, I don't care what becomes of her. Where the devil can she be?
Well, it's like he only cares. I mean, this could be a moment where he's like lying to himself, right? Where like he's saying he only cares because of, you know, but he actually does care.
I say, Mother, here's a confounded thing.
Good morning, my dear. What is it?
Eliza's bolted.
Good morning, Colonel Pickering.
Eliza's bolted. What am I to do?
Do without, I'm afraid, Henry. The girl has a perfect right to leave if she chooses.
But something may have happened to her.
You can't let her go like this. What are we to do?
You've no more sense, either of you, than two children. You must have frightened the poor girl.
Frightened her? I hardly said a word to her. Did you
Again, like I love his
Certainly not.
character.
Exactly the other way about. She threw the slippers in
I
my
mean,
face.
she's the only one who
The
stands
moment
up,
I entered the room,
really
the slippers
stands up
came
for
bang in my
Eliza.
face
Is
before
the
I
mother,
uttered a
his
word.
mother.
And she used the most perfectly
Like,
awful language.
Pickering is
I can't say I'm
still an
surprised.
accomplice.
And you mean to tell me that after all her
He's
hard work,
complicit,
and
I
after
should
doing
say.
this wonderful thing for you without making one single mistake, you two
Oh,
sat
yeah,
there
yeah,
and
totally.
hardly
Like,
said a
he's
word
like,
to
no,
her?
of course not.
Well, we didn't make speeches, if that's what you mean.
You didn't thank her, pet her, admire her, and she only threw the slippers at you. I'd have thrown the fire irons at you.
Mr. Henry, a gentleman wants to see you most
Also,
particular.
the general disrespect
He's
he
been
has
sent
for
out from
like
Wimpole
sitting on the
Street.
piano like that.
Mr. Doolittle, sir.
Doolittle? A dustman?
Dustman? Oh, no, sir. A gentleman.
All right, show him in. By George, Pick, this is some relative of hers she's gone to. Someone we know nothing about.
Totally, yeah.
Genteel relations. Now we
Also,
shall hear
he
some.
was also wearing this. Like, he wasn't dressed like when you're going to meet
Doolittle.
royalty, you know?
What the dickens has happened to you?
Henry Higgins, do you see this? Look at this. You done this.
Done what, man?
Look at this hat. Look at this coat.
Good morning, Mr. Doolittle. Won't you come in?
Thank you, ma'am.
What has my son done to you?
He's ruined me, destroyed my happiness, tied me up and delivered me into the hands of middle-class morality.
Well, you're raving, you're drunk, you're mad. I gave you £5. After that, I had 2 conversations with you at £0.50 an hour, and I've never even seen you since.
Oh, mad am I? Drunk am I?
Tell me this.
Did you or did you not write to an old blighter in America to say the most original moralist at present in England was Alfred Doolittle, a common garbage man?
What, Ezra D. Wonderfeller Jr.? Oh, I remember making some silly joke of the kind.
Oh, you might well call it a silly joke. It's put the lid on me right enough. Just give him the chance he was looking for, to show Americans isn't like us, that they recognize and respect merit in whatever class of life, however humble. Them words is in his blooming will, in which he leaves me £3,000 a year, on condition I lecture for the Wonderfeller Moral Reform League, as often as they ask me up 6 times a
I mean,
year.
it's like
But this solves the
so
problem
much
of Eliza's
exposition
future.
to explain
You can
why he's
provide
wearing
for her
nice
now.
clothes.
Yes, I'm
Like,
expected to provide for everybody.
Is this
now
the
for
most
3,000 a
roundabout
year.
He
way
shan't
they
provide for
can
her. She
get
doesn't belong to
there?
him. I paid him £5 for her. Doolittle, you're either an honest man or you're a rogue.
A little of both. Henry, like the rest of us, a little of both.
The point is, have you found Eliza?
Have you lost her?
Yes.
Blimey, you have all the luck you have. No, I ain't found her, but she'll find me quick enough now. That's what you done to her.
Now, you listen to me.
Would you wait here for a moment, Mr. Doolittle? Henry, I have a surprise for you. Do you really want to know where Eliza is?
Yes, where is she?
She says she's willing to meet you on friendly terms and let bygones be bygones.
Is she, by God? Pickering, where is she?
Now promise to behave yourself, Henry.
Good morning, Colonel Pickering. Quite chilly this morning, isn't it?
Aha. That is some I don't know her behavior.
Oh, how do you do, Professor Higgins? Are you quite well? But of course you are. You're never ill. Won't you sit down, Colonel Pickering?
Yeah.
Don't you dare try this game on me.
is...
Get up and come home and don't be a fool.
Very nicely put indeed, Henry. No woman could
Oh,
resist
yeah.
such an invitation.
Let her speak for herself. There isn't an idea that I haven't put into her head. I tell you, I've created this thing out of squashed cabbage leaves in Covent Garden. And now she pretends to play the fine lady with me.
Will you drop me altogether now the experiment is over, Colonel Pickering?
Oh, you mustn't think of it as an experiment.
Oh, I'm only a
Yeah,
squashed
totally,
cabbage
yeah.
leaf. But I owe so much to you that I should be very unhappy if you forgot me. You see, it was from you that I learned really nice manners. And that's what makes one a lady, isn't it?
Ha!
And that's what makes the difference, after all.
No doubt. Still, he taught you to speak, you know, and I couldn't have done that.
Of course, that was his profession. It was just like learning to dance in the fashionable way. Nothing more than that in it. But you know what began my real education?
No.
You're calling
like
me
Teddy Roosevelt.
Miss Doolittle, that day when I first came to Wimpole Street. That was the beginning of self-respect for me. You see, the difference between a lady and a flower girl isn't how she behaves. It's how she's treated. Now, I know that I shall always be a flower girl to Professor Higgins because he always treats me as a flower girl and always will.
Don't grind your teeth, Henry.
But I know that I can be a lady
I
to you
mean,
because you always treat me
I
as a
know
lady
that,
and
like,
always will.
A lot of times, not a lot of
It's very
times,
nice
but
of you to say so, Miss Doolittle.
there's always the case
should like you to
where
call me
sometimes a
Eliza
kid is just
now,
an asshole.
if you would.
Thank you.
But at the same time, let's look at the mother. You know?
And I should like Professor Higgins to call me Miss Doolittle.
I'll see you damn first.
Henry? Henry?
But you're coming back, aren't you?
You forgive Higgins. Forgive? Will she, by George? Let her go. Let her find out what it's like to be without us. In 3 weeks, she'll relapse back into the gutter without me at her elbow.
You won't relapse, will you, Eliza?
No, never again. I don't believe I'd utter one of
Relapse, I
those
shouldn't
old
have
sounds if I tried.
Rehab.
Ow!
Ha-ha! What did I tell you? Victory! Victory! Ow, 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 ow.
Henry!
Ow!
Eliza, it ain't my fault. Your stepmother's... Henry, look, Henry. Oh. Colonel, I'm getting late for the wedding.
Wedding? What wedding?
Mine.
Yours?
Yes, in spite of all I've
I
said
mean,
and done
especially
for
when
my wife.
modernism
married
comes
me.
in as far as writing goes, where
I'm feeling
things
uncommon
open
nervous about
up.
the ceremony, Governor. I wish you'd come and put me through it.
You've been through it before. You were married to Eliza's mother.
Who told you that, Governor?
Well, nobody told me, but I concluded naturally.
That ain't the natural way, Governor. It's only the middle-class way. But don't tell Eliza, she don't know. I always
See
feel
what
a
he
sort of
is.
delicacy about telling her.
No, quite right.
And you come to the church and you see me through straight.
With pleasure, as far as a bachelor can.
I like
May
this
I come
being
too, Mr.
anachronistic with
Doolittle?
your slang and
I'd
like
be very
bringing
sorry
in
to miss your
something
wedding.
We should indeed be
like
honored by
really
your
old
condescension,
timey.
Mum. My poor old woman, she'd look upon it as a tremendous compliment. She's been very low lately, thinking of the happy days that are no more. Eliza? Your stepmother's going to marry me.
Happy days.
You come to the church and see me turned off.
I've ordered the car, dear. Wait for me. Colonel Pickering can go with the bridegroom.
Bridegroom. What a word. Makes men realize
Yeah,
his
it
position
means,
somehow.
you know, language evolves.
So long.
They turn me
Leaving
out.
church. Middle-class morality claims its victim.
Oh.
Eliza.
Bride, groom. Although I've always
Well,
like
Eliza,
in
you
a
had a
gay
bit of your own
wedding, a
back now, as you call it.
gay male wedding.
You had enough?
At the
You
very,
want to be
the idea of
reasonable, or
where
you
like
want
at the
more?
very end they
You
come.
want
I
me
now
back, I need
pronounce
to
you
put up with
man
your tempers and
and
pick up your
man.
slippers and fetch and carry for you.
I haven't said I wanted you back at all.
That always does
What are we
crack me.
talking about?
Like
About you, not about me. If you come back to me, I shall treat you
I
just the
now
same as I've
pronounce you
always treated
man
you. I
and
can't change
man.
my nature, and I don't intend to change my manners. My manners are exactly the same as Colonel Pickering.
That's not true. He treats a flower girl as if she were a duchess.
I treat a duchess as if she were a flower girl.
I see, the same to everyone. Oh, I don't care how you treat me. I don't mind your swearing at me.
Well, so like
I don't mind a black eye. I've had one before this, but
well, like
won't be
the idea
passed
too
over.
that this is
Get
how
out of
he's
my way,
acting
for I won't stop for you.
when he
You talk to me as if I were a
the
bus.
slightest threat
All
he's going
once
to lose
and go,
something
no
that he cares
consideration for
about.
anyone.
Once for all, understand that I go my way and do my work without caring tuppence what happens to either of us. So you can come back or go to the devil, whichever you please.
And what am I to come back for?
For the fun of it. That's what I took you on for.
Yeah.
And you can
Yeah.
throw me out tomorrow if I don't do everything you want me to?
And you can walk out tomorrow if I don't do everything you want me to.
And live with my stepmother?
Yes, or sell flowers. Or would you rather marry Pickering?
I wouldn't marry you if you asked me. And you're nearer my age than what he is.
Than he is.
I'll speak as I like. You're not my teacher now.
I don't know that Pickering would, though. He's as confirmed an old bachelor as I am.
That's not what I want, and don't you think it?
Oh, totally.
I've always had chaps enough wanting me that way.
I mean, that's what I
He
mean about
writes
like
to
you
me
know the difference
twice
between
and 3
language.
times a day.
It was
Sheets
clearly
and sheets.
communicated.
Blast his impudence.
He has a right to if he likes, poor lad. And he does love me.
You have no right to encourage it.
Every girl has a right to be loved.
Well, by fools like that?
Freddie's not a fool.
Oh.
If he's
He's a
weak and
nice
poor
guy.
and
He's a
wants
nice
me,
guy.
Maybe he'd make me happier than my betters who bully me and don't want me. I can do without you. Don't think I can't.
You've never asked, I suppose, whether I could do without you.
I mean, see, here I do not believe him at all.
You'll have to do without me.
I can do without anybody.
See?
I have my own soul, my own spark of divine fire. But I shall miss you, Eliza. I confess that humbly and gratefully. I've become accustomed to your voice and appearance. I even like them, rather.
Well, you have them both on your gramophone and in your book of photographs. When you feel lonely, you can turn the machine on. It's got no feelings to hurt.
I can't turn your soul on.
Oh, you're a devil.
Like, no, you can't.
You can twist the heart in a girl as easily as some can twist her arms to hurt her. I want a little kindness. Why, I know I'm only a common, ignorant girl, but I'm not dirt under your feet. What I done, what I did, it wasn't for the dresses and for the taxis. It was because we were pleasant together and because I came to care for for you, not forgetting the difference between us and not wanting you to make love to me, but, well, more friendly, like.
Of course, Eliza. That's exactly how I feel. And how Pickering feels. Eliza, you're a fool.
That's not a proper answer to give me.
If you can't stand the coldness of my sort of life and the strain of it, go back to the gutter. Oh, it's a fine life, the life of the gutter. It's real, it's warm, it's violent. Not like science, and literature, and classical music, and philosophy.
Oh,
and
yeah,
art.
because literature is never violent.
You find me cold, unfeeling, selfish, don't you? Very well,
Yeah,
then marry
exactly.
some sentimental hog or other, with a thick pair of lips to kiss you with, and a thick pair of boots to kick you with. If you can't appreciate what you've got, you better get what you can appreciate.
I won't care for anyone who doesn't care for me.
Oh, Eliza, you're an idiot. I waste the treasures of my Miltonic mind by spreading them before you.
Oh, I can't talk to you. You turn everything against me. You know very well that I can't go back to the gutter, as you call it, and that I've no real friends in the world but you and the Colonel. You think I must go back to Wimpole Street because I've nowhere to go but Father's. But don't you be too sure that you have me under your feet to be bullied and talked down. I'll marry Freddie, I will, as soon as I'm able to support him.
What, that young fool?
Oh, look at you.
You shall marry an
Look at-
ambassador.
well, I mean, of
You shall marry the
course.
Viceroy of
Freddie
India.
can't support
I won't have
himself.
my masterpiece thrown away on Freddie.
You think I like
He is
to say
he is a true
but I
beta
haven't forgotten
male,
what you said a minute
Freddie.
ago. If I can't have kindness, I'll have independence.
Independence, that's middle-class blasphemy.
That's
We're all
right.
of us dependent one on another, every soul on earth.
I'll let you see whether I'm dependent on you. If you can preach,
I don't know.
I
In
can teach.
1938.
I'll go and be a teacher.
What'll you teach in
Well,
heaven's
this is
name?
another thing that
What you taught me.
brings the My Fair
I'll teach
Lady
phonetics.
musical to an
I'll
earlier
offer
time
myself as an
period. It's
assistant to
because
Professor Carpati.
there are several moments where you
humbug,
see suffragettes
that imposter,
walking
that
around.
toadying
And no,
ignoramus.
the English
You
suffragettes
take one
were
step in his
very
direction,
similar to the
I'll
American
wring
ones.
your neck, you hear?
Ring away! What do I care? I knew you'd strike me one day.
Oh.
Now I know how to deal with you. Oh, what a fool I was not to think of it before. Ha, that's done you, Henry Higgins, it has, and I don't give that for your bullying and your fine talk. When I think of myself crawling under your feet,
Women's rights to
being
vote in the
trampled on
UK,
and
like
talked
basically
down,
like
when
between
all the time I'd only to
1918
lift
and
my finger to be as
1928
good as
when
you are. Oh, I could just kick myself.
Yes.
By George, Eliza, I said I'd make a woman of you, and I have. I like you like this.
Yes, you make up to me now that
It
I'm
comes
not afraid
from
of you.
by
and I can
God
do
and
without
George
you.
and Saint George.
Of course I do, you little fool.
Saint George. What does the patron saint in
5 minutes
England?
ago, you were a millstone round my neck. Now you're a tower of strength, a consort battleship.
A consort battleship?
Goodbye, Professor Higgins.
What does that mean? So it has a consort? Oh, like the yeah, the king's mistress is the consort. I love this set. Well, that shot looked like it was in the street, but the shot, yeah. Oh, he had to walk to his office? Where was he before? At his house?
Oh, I ain't dirty. I washed my face and hands before I come, I did.
I shall make a duchess of this draggle-tailed gutter snipe.
Oh!
In 6 months, in
Draggle-tailed gutter snipe. What's a draggle?
I washed my face and hands before I came. I did.
When you draggle something, is that you make it wet or dirty by trailing it through
Where the devil are my slippers, Eliza?
draggle. Yeah. Whoa, hold on. What was the last thing you said to her? I missed that. What was the last thing you said to her? Yeah, this.
Where the devil are my slippers, Eliza?
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, and I do appreciate this ending where she returns, but it's doesn't feel like it's going to be a romance. At the same time, I guess I don't know. Like I honestly, if I was Eliza, maybe I'm just speaking from a different mindset. I wouldn't go anywhere near him again. Like I would never want to see you again. A relationship is over, no chance for friendship, bridge is burned, sorry, you know, best of luck to you in your life. Bye. That's where I'm at. And I really don't see why she would feel the need to return. Like I see maybe it's just because we don't see a moment of Eliza after their sort of because they had a sort of yelling match at each other, when she leaves right before she leaves with Freddie, right? And then she decides to return. Seems like I don't know. It just seems like I don't quite connect those two dots. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So maybe she'll only put up with him for so long. Hmm. Yeah, yeah. Well, you know what? Let's hold this thought. I have to use the restroom. I'll be right back. You're gonna vibe? All right. All right. All right. Quick bio break for me. I could have danced all night. I could have done, dun, 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 dun. What's up? Oh, well, they did clickbait. They wanted some clickbait. Clickbait. Well, I mean, yeah. So I've only seen the touring stage production and the movie. The movie, I believe, ends with the two of them sort of like clearly in a romance. The stage version that I saw is like the most recent touring production. That one kind of ends on the same note that this one, Pygmalion, that we just watched. There probably are productions that sort of like go either way. I personally prefer it without them. I mean, not every movie needs to end in a romance and in a love, moment. So I kind of get a movie in the '60s probably had more of a purpose to have that sort of like kissy kissy ending than like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Oh, I have not seen the most recent one. What is um the last one I watched is the one with Michael Rooker is the last one that I watched. Okay. No, that's fine. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Oh, as characters, or is the two of them like as a romance? Mm-hmm. She's also a cooler design character, Nebula. She's green. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they're just gonna be bumped because they're just gonna be bumped into each other. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Aren't they? My understanding is that the two of them seem. It's like one of those. I guess they probably do exist in real life, but it's like it's kind of a trope in media where they're in a relationship, they're in love, but they're just really annoyed by each other, and that seems to be the like the defining aspect of their relationship is they're constantly butting heads, which to me just seems like yeah, it's not Moonstruck. Mhm. Oh, okay, okay. Mhm. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, that's cool. Is it so is it like Muppets in Space where it ends up being a movie more about Gonzo and okay, cool. It says Muppets in Space but with animal torture. Yeah. No, yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree with you. Like I can see something where she does genuinely kind of like, hope he does okay, maybe she's intuitive. Maybe she's intuitive enough to know that he has his own demons that he's dealing with. Of Pygmalion. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, and the musical is just, it's just that much more fun, you know. Oh yeah, and like, local theater companies will do it. It's a relatively family friendly production too, so you could do like college will probably do it or something, you know. And like there's so many chances. Like what makes the story so good is just because you know it's all about classism, you know. Oh, like the AI search result information. I think Vincent Minnelli directed the movie musical. Oh, that's Henry Higgins. Oh, I think both of them were probably too old to play that role, but cool. I mean, he was a child, but yes. Trading Places, the Eddie Murphy, not Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor. Honestly, I haven't seen it, so I apologize for missing out on Trading Places. Because that's, I mean, I guess. I mean, this is something that you're saying is like more. These were sort of like Pygmalion or a take on it, but it's not like they're not. It's not like 10 Things I Hate About You is Taming of the Shrew. Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Exactly. Mighty Aphrodite, no, because what well, I would say that is more kind of like in tune with Pretty Woman, where it's he falls in love with the fell in love with the porn star, you know, quoting Kanye. It's Woody Allen. He's all that, yeah. I remember that movie. Uh huh. Mm. That he actually likes her. It was all about the friends you make along the way. But I mean the well the even like the basics of the story, not even the whole like classism thing, but the basics of the story of like a guy creates, I'm trying to think like the muse ends up becoming his downfall or something like that, like that is such like a it's a story that can be told over and over, you can I guess that's kind of what you were saying, all the various takes on that kind of premise. Oh, okay. Oh, I think I remember that episode. Okay, all right, fine, fine, fine. I mean, that sounds like late Simpsons. Yeah. It's still making money. I guess it's still making money. I have not tuned in to The Simpsons in years. Oh yeah. I mean, I imagine like Yardley Smith. Yardley Smith is still there. Or her natural voice, yeah. Also Patty and Selma. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's still making someone is still making money off of it. That's why it's still on. I mean, I guess that person is Matt Groening, but I assume someone else is making enough money off of it that it's still going. The actors or just everybody?
Will they have more or less money, basically? Um, so I don't know. I don't know. But otherwise, I think they're just gonna go forever. They're just gonna keep having Simpsons episodes forever. Anyway, The Simpsons did Pygmalion twice. All these other shows have done it. Boy Meets World did it, I guess. So everyone's had the Pygmalion myth, the George Bernard Shaw. This is probably the closest to the George Bernard Shaw, considering he was listed as he was, one of the creators of this movie. They said he was based on the
Yeah,
play.
yeah,
They
yeah.
probably were the closest to the play in this movie. And then My Fair Lady became like, this is, if you want to do the musical version, this is the musical version now.
Well, I think there have been recent productions of Pygmalion. Um, I think I saw there was one in 2014 recently.
Recently, 11 years ago.
See.
Sorry. It always gets me. I'm like, oh yeah, this thing that just happened, like just back in 2016.
I
Oh
know,
wait,
right?
that's a
Yeah, yeah,
long
yeah.
time ago
Hold on,
now.
let's see. If I can find that real fast.
The youths will bring it up. They'll be like, "What do you mean? That was 10 years ago." I'm like, like a recent example of a movie, and then I say a movie from like 2015, and they're like, I don't, what do you mean recent? I was 10 when that
Well,
came
there
out.
was one. Looks like there was one in 2013. There was one in 2011 with Rupert Everett as Henry Higgins. Which there you go. As far as hey, homosexuality.
Okay. But see, that's now they could do that. I mean, back then they could do that too. They just had to be more coded, I guess. Now you don't have to code
Yeah.
it as much. You could make it a little more clear to audiences who don't have that fine of a like media literacy. But yeah, in Britain in the 30s, that probably wasn't the time to like fully blast if that was a theme.
Oh no, yeah, no.
Which is why I think it can be read as Ace also, like that he's not
Mm-hmm.
interested at all. Because it's not like we get vibes any other way either. But again, you may not have done that back then, so it's hard to really say. I mean, she's not interested in him, really. I don't think, not like that.
Oh no, not at all.
Yeah, I mean, she
Yeah, I
says
mean,
the line
honestly,
like
the
you'd be closer in
chemistry between
age,
them
but
is not romantic.
no. I mean, even if I don't think she even had that, but like even if she had like his entire personality disorder that he has going, just shuts it down. Like nope, shut it down. Right, not feeling it. It's not gonna go there. Like you all red flags. It's like I wonder if this guy has any red flags. Listen, you creature, you insect, you minuscule.
You draggle tail gutter snipe.
What was the cabbage one again? It's like a leaf of
Squashed cabbage leaf.
Squashed cabbage leaf. Not just a cabbage,
Which
but
like I don't even know like where does that come from? Like what does that mean?
Sounds racist.
I mean I know what it means as far as like that cabbage leaf has been squashed, but it just seems like such a funny like why is that something that you use to compare to a person?
I mean we squash beef, so why not?
This...
But yeah.
All right, yeah, fine.
It's good. Old timey.
Thanks for recommending this. I mean, I've seen My Fair Lady. I've always knew about Pygmalion, the story and everything, but it was so refreshing watching of this play.
You like this version too, or which one do you prefer? My Fair
Lady. It was
Lady?
good. Yeah, it was good. My Fair Lady.
Yeah.
It's just it's the music is more fun and everything.
Just because you don't have the songs.
The fact that the dialogue is basically cut and paste.
Now,
that you get the same.
Okay, let's say we rank the film version of My Fair Lady separate from, you've got all the stage versions that you could pick from, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you rank the film version of My Fair Lady above this or below this? And then that way you can still rank all your favorite ones you've seen on stage like above. But just between the two films.
I mean, I've only seen the one stage version, but we're just talking about the film. I would have to revisit Audrey Hepburn in My Fair Lady to kind of see how I feel. I think that what's her face as Eliza in this movie is such a good job.
Yeah.
I like this a lot.
Yeah, there's old movies where the acting is either not over the top and there's subtlety to it, or it like Marx Brothers movies I like that they can just be over the top and zany because of the time period. But I think we have this we have this unfair idea of like old movies in the 30s that they're all just like everyone is acting for the back seats, and it's because they're coming from theater or radio or something. But in this, it's like not really
vaudeville.
Yeah, and so they had to project to the back seats. They didn't have PA systems even. So I don't think that that's true. And in silent film too, there was a lot of overacting in silent film, and then when they went to talkies, a lot of them couldn't make it because they didn't fit. But
Yeah.
no, this is a good
Well,
example.
because even the pacing of movies from back in the day can be kind of like jarring. I feel
Yeah, this is
for
a
a viewer
tight
watching it now.
95 minutes. 94, 95 minutes
Oh,
on
yeah.
this one. Yeah, nice. And, they even put some time passage montages in there for us, which is great. So good editing. I love the stuff they did with sound, and I said it before.
David Lean.
Yeah.
I think that David Lean's got a future ahead of him.
Well, he did. He's not alive anymore, right? There's probably
No, I
not
think he's still
anybody.
going on, yeah.
When I watch old clips of things, here, I'll find it. I'll find one that I can show you for sure.
Well, all right. So I don't know if this is kind of get into your point here, but so I have recently fallen in love. There's a streaming channel, the Bob Barker era of Price is Right.
Yes,
So
of course. I know exactly what
a
you're talking
lot
about.
of it,
Yeah.
a lot of it is from like the sometimes the 70s and waiting for the 1990s. And I'm waiting for. Right now it seems like the latest they go is like 85, 86 or something like
Okay.
that. Which is fine because that's part of the fun. It's just watching like all dated, the outfits, the hair, the products that they're giving away, the prices, obviously, the cars. But sometimes I'm watching and I'm just sort of like, wow, that old lady is long dead.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at least in this moment, she was happy because she won a car.
Well, Bob Barker, even that was only a few years ago. You wouldn't have been able to say that.
No, less than that. I think it was last year.
Wasn't it
It was
last
very
year?
recently that he passed away.
Yeah,
it was very recently.
He made it. You hit a certain point.
He was you know what? He was 99, closest to 100 without going. Isn't that good?
Yeah, but see, when I watch like even things from like the 50s, like westerns and stuff, and I'm just watching, and I'm like, oh man, these people are dead.
Nobody involved in the movie.
James Garner.
Nobody involved in the movie is still alive.
No, because if you're talking 1950s, surprisingly, especially women who on average live longer, I'll look it up and they'll be alive. They'll be like 98 and still kicking, and I'm like, good for you.
Yeah.
Good for you. And I just love that. I love whenever that happens. Unless they're an asshole.
We just celebrated my grandmother's 93rd birthday.
Oh, nice.
I mean, she's full on dementia, so.
Oh well, that's less good.
Going on, but we at least celebrated it.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, it's like I said, you hit a certain point, and it is like, I have arrived. All right, I'm gonna show you this. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, so I'm gonna switch you over on the Discord too, so you can see video. There's got to be a better way to do this. Here, let me share on here. This is a silent film, so it definitely is not going to give us any copyright issues, but it's also where's it at? Hold on. Where the hell did I put that?
Oh, that is a cool poster. I'm just not seeing the poster.
Yeah, there were a few. Some of them were just okay. That one was pretty good, though. Oh, it's up here. Okay. So this one, check this out. This is an old movie called Grandma's Reading Glasses. I can move it over more if I can. Hold on. It's not like letting me select it.
So is she like sewing? What is she doing?
So she needs her reading glasses, and then the what she's looking through is represented by an iris. This is very early. This is from 1900. This is from 1900.
Wow. It's 125 years old.
125 years old. So that old woman in this, who's old when they filmed it, you can see her there. Definitely,
she's very old. She's dead.
Definitely dead. The little kid.
I mean, that child is dead.
That child. How old would you say that kid is? Probably like 10, maybe 9?
Yeah, maybe, if that, yeah.
So they'd be 125, 135 or 34. This cat, this is what I was going to say. When I see
that bird is dead.
Kittens and cats in old movies,
it
always, always, always makes me think of it. Cats, kittens, dogs, puppies. If I see, even as a little puppy, like when we watched Beethoven. Oh,
the Beethoven's
from the 90s.
Yeah, Beethoven's dead.
And I'm
Beethoven's
like, all
dead.
the Beethoven
Also, is a
puppies.
Saint Bernard, large dog, short lifespan.
Yeah. Yeah, don't they have a lot of health problems, right?
I mean, I assume. I just know that large dog equals short lifespan.
Oh, do they because they're larger, or like metabolism stuff, or
Yeah,
bones? I know,
they
like
just don't last as long.
I
'Cause
know a
they're
lot of like
so
purebred
large. That's why
dogs.
smaller dogs tend to last longer.
Yeah, just like European royalty and aristocracy. There's a lot of like purebred that are just they have all kinds of health problems, right? Like hip
all
problems,
the
bone
bulldogs.
problems, but the cancer issues. Yeah,
Pugs, and bulldogs.
well, pugs get like breathing
feel like you're
problems,
doing
right?
it.
Because their faces.
Yeah.
Yeah, as they get older.
I mean, but they're so cute.
They're okay. My grandmother raised pugs.
I'm all right.
My grandmother raised pugs. I'm okay. I'm okay. Like, I feel like I'm the kind of person who does love dogs, but there are certain dogs that I've spent time around that make me love them less. So if you're a dog breed or you're a type of dog out there, you're already starting pretty high with me, right? I think if someone said to me like, "Oh, my brother got hit by a car yesterday," I'd be like, "Oh, that sucks." If you said my dog got hit by a car yesterday, I'd be like, "Oh my fucking God, that's horrible." You know, I'd be much more upset.
Yeah, exactly.
But then if you say it was a Yorkie, I'm like, oh, whatever.
Oh, I like Yorkies.
Yeah, I've known Yorkies, and they were great. But like, I just because I know them, I'm like, oh well, that Yorkie was probably tweaking. Like, I just you know the temperament of certain dogs, and there are dogs that defy that. Like, I knew this golden retriever that my uncle had, who was like so chill. Like, you don't normally think of golden retrievers as being just chill. But it was perfect because he had kids and the cousins were always over there, right? So this golden retriever would play, but then like would be fine, like, you know, wouldn't be overactive, would just be like the right amount of active. It was great. But typically like golden retrievers, I can only take so much. Like, there's a lot of dogs where I feel maybe I'm more of a cat person, you know, in general. Even then, some cats I could do without some cats too.
And some cats are assholes.
If someone was like, my cat got hit by a car, I would be devastated to hear that. And then if they followed up by saying, don't worry, that cat was an asshole, I'd be like, oh, okay, I get it. I've known cats like that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's funny.
It was the thing on Flight of the Conchords when he kicked a kid, and then the police show up, and they're like, did you kick a kid? And he's like, yes, I'm sorry, I think that was gang related. And they said, well, it's okay because we don't like that particular kid, but typically don't go around kicking kids. I love it. Like, yeah, no, relatable.
Honestly,
I get it.
Some kids are assholes.
Just, you know, if you're gonna kick something, make sure it's like, you know, someone who deserves it. That's a revengerist, you know, not motto, but that's something we live by. Like, don't just be doing shit to people who don't deserve it. So I don't know. We gotta pick. We don't always have to pick public domain. I feel like if it's on YouTube, it's fair game to stream. We don't always have to stream our movie nights too. If we do one that like we want to do that we feel like that might not fly for streaming, like we could just not stream it. I guess some people do them on their Discord if they want other people involved. But
okay.
But we don't have any viewers, so it's a moot point.
No, yeah, I was not expecting anyone.
No.
To
I would be fine to do it like this, and then if they want to like say something in the chat, we could read it. But that's if we ever.
Oh, that's cool.
That's if we ever have anybody, and you know that's not my reason.
If it gets there.
Yeah,
if it gets there.
To me, it's like I'm already hanging out.
We can figure that out.
I have gaming that I wish I could do more of, but I do a few nights of gaming with my friends. We do our movie night every few weeks. You know, there's like things I was already doing, or just hangouts, where I'm like, well, why don't I just stream it because it'll be fun, maybe for other people, or just as a way to keep it, because otherwise, you know, like Rutger Hauer said.
What did Rutger Hauer say?
The memories that you have they won't.
Oh, is this a Blade Runner reference?
You won't have those memories over time.
Blade Runner?
Yes.
Are you doing Blade Runner?
He said it's better to record your memories, like with a Polaroid or something. No, he said something about memories not being permanent. And the impermanence, when you remember things, you're actually re-engaging with the memory, and every time you remember it, you're actually changing it. No, that's not it. Memories, like the corner of my mind,
Memory.
That was
different musical.
Yep, that also was
Different
not
musical.
Blade Runner as a musical. Now that
Oh,
that'd be
that
interesting.
would be cool. We'll work on that.
Blade running. Do-do-do. We're Blade running. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for another movie
Yeah,
night.
well, thank you. Thanks for the invite. Thank you for this recommendation. We'll shortly.
Yeah, we'll
and we'll
do
figure
another
out the
one.
next
We'll
thing to
figure out
see.
what the next one will be.
Yeah.
All right. And
I think the overall setup will go less.
oh yeah, we'll have fewer technical issues next time.
Yeah,
But it was
yeah,
good. It's good to figure these out. We're
Yeah.
doing it on the fly. But thank you for joining, and we'll see you next time. I don't have a prepared
Peace out.
outro. Goodbye.
Bye bye. Peace out, man.